start stream. Hai Bang Lord, hai Syuk. Okay guys, welcome. Maafkan saya yang tadi-tadi itu semua. Kejap.
Bang Lord dah biasa kalah hahaha.
Ya. Tak adalah biasa sangat kalah. Tapi main dengan Gushen tu memang dah biasa kalah. Tak boleh kata apa lah. Punca Gushen tu. Mana ada orang main Kamila macam tu tu?
Yerla semua salah saya. Ha Bang Lord enta la bend saya 500 match tapi still kalah malu do. Haha hiya punka la kau gujan.
Dah saya nak share story yang orang tag. Mak Ciu.
Patut main sisi bang. Bol nari ngn gujan, laugh cry.
Oh, Mak Ciu. Udah fikir siapa dah Mak Ciu? Mak CEO Flash. Congrats bro. Thank you bro. Alright, let's go. Punca lah question. Anomali bang, perkara biasa. Okey, patut main cici bang. Boleh yang... Yalah,
Yeah,
tak
1M
apalah.
decket threads.
Alright, Assalamualaikum. Salam. Iqmal Syafiq. Assalamualaikum. PX... apa tu PX me? Bang Lord, gimana semalam kesunyian? Semalam ada urusan bang. Kan? Hi Sid. Welcome. YT juga saya dah start stream. TT juga saya dah start stream. So kalau tak keberatan bolehlah tap screen dulu kan. Once dah ready kita akan start. Harapnya tak delay. Opening tak delay Sebab kalau second game tu mungkinlah ada big potential kan untuk kesidaian, tapi bila dah first game ni insyaAllah kot on time lah. Kalau lewat pun 5 minit 10 minit. SRG bila main? Sabarlah, kejap lagi nak main lah ni. Kau tahu pasal SRG tapi SRG main tak tahu bila. Kan? Kalau kau tengok dekat social media kan, sebenarnya banyak je info ada. Kat Threads ada, kat IG ada, kat muka buku ada. Kan? Tapi kenapa korang macam... tapi disebabkan HR. Kau kena ingat HR Kalau Onic menang kau jadi pacar aku, kalau SRG menang aku jadi pacar kau. Itu kita punya challenge. Kau jangan bawa lupa
Info sahih di threads gujan TikTok.
HR tadi tengah hari masuk dalam live saya. Kan dia cakap dia pasti dia yakin Onic menang. So saya bagi Saya bagi challenge. Janganlah jantan tu. Jantan ke? Baru start ke bang? Belum start lagi bang. Baru nak start. 6.50 guys, 6.50. Kan 6.50 So kita buka besar-besar sikit, kita sambil-sambil borak. Jadi kalau korang yang biasa top up diamond apa semua tu, jangan lupa korang boleh gunakan khidmat Todakpay. Kan pergi saja dekat website www.todakpay.com dan masukkan saya punya kod, referral code Abang Lord tu, ABGLORD, insyaAllah. Dan saya akan buat satu konten khas tentang ini. Sebab saya tak boleh lebih-lebih kat sini sebab mungkin ada community guidelines. Saya takut saya terlepas cakap berapa. Pukul 7 nanti baru start. Ya, lebih kurang setengah jam lagi, 20 minit lagi 20 minit lagi. Boleh je main satu game tapi bosan nak asyik kalah je. Hari ni dah 4 kalah 2 menang. Kan? So kita borak-borak dulu lah Makin senang nak dapat info, makin malas. Aduhilah netizen. Balik ke zaman cari info dari surat
Sorry
khabar
Bang Lord
telegram.
Ben saya Beban Teru Tadi.
Sorry Bang Lord, Ben saya beban. Tak
Saya
apa lah.
naik Trun Bang
It's
Lord
okay. Nama pun mabar
99,100
kan, kita enjoy. Waalaikumsalam Shadow, salamilah. Saya sehat dan saya dah makan. Malam belum? Kejap, saya tanya bini saya. Kat mana dia orang kat Depals lagi ke? Sehat-sehat alhamdulillah. Spanyol lawan Argentina ke sekarang? Yes, Spanyol tu betul. Spanyol lawan Colombia. Spanyol lawan Colombia. Colombia kan biasa pakai kuning kan? Ataupun siapa lagi yang biasa pakai kuning selain daripada Colombia? Sweden. Siapa lagi jersey kuning. Biasanya Colombia lah. Semoga Allah murah rezeki dan panjang umur, memudahkan semua urusan dan bahagian. Amin, amin, amin. Terima kasih. Waalaikumsalam Abu Sayyad. Abu Syadat. Australia. Ya, Australia pun ya. Ecuador pun ya. Waalaikumsalam. Doktor. Pahang kuning bang. Tak boleh lah. Takkanlah Spanyol nak lawan Pahang. Brazil. Brazil pun boleh. Waalaikumsalam Mama Syaril. Bola Malaysia lawan Filipin malam ni bang. Oh ya. Apa result tadi? Start pun belum, nak result apa? Oh, datang-datang minta result. Oh. Dah macam betul-betul langsung tak tahu. Hari ni game pukul apa? Tahu ke siapa lawan siapa? Alah, macam mana nak tengok caster Malay tanpa tengok nobar? Tak ada. Sebab Gotf ni dia tak ada caster Malay. So kena tengok nobar sambil-sambil tengok dia orang cast. Itu je lah yang dapat. Sebab Gotf ni antara tournament yang bukan dalam kalender monton. So bila dah bukan dalam kalender monton, dia tak adalah arrange caster apa semua. Itu Gotf yang menguruskan.
Nake my tick Souza Bang main bend.
Salam, apa khabar? Waalaikumsalam Muhammad Aidil. Bang, bila podcast next nak keluar? Hari Isnin guys. Hari Isnin saya dah buat satu pre-season talk. Saya, Rain, Sunfrost dan juga Mas lebih kepada setiap roster, team roster. So kita ulaskan setiap team roster dan juga kita bagi power ranking untuk setiap satu team berdasarkan squad semasa. So hari Isnin malam pukul 8 insyaAllah korang boleh menonton. Dan hari Rabu saya akan keluarkan pre-season talk untuk MPLID. Kira-kira SRJ main pukul berapa? 6.50 bang. Zaid masuk week 2 kat SRJ, adakah kebenaran? AC nak mainkan siapa? Takkan Simon nak bawa apa main dekat apa jungle? Bang, boleh tak jangan tanya soalan-soalan yang macam bingai, macam bodoh, yang macam kurang akal sikit, kan? Kalau nak tanya soalan yang boleh rasa macam boleh blend lah. Kalau kata tanya soalan-soalan macam bodohnya soalan tu. Tolong jangan, sebab saya ni adalah manusia yang tak boleh layan soalan-soalan bodoh macam tu. Saya akan jadi cepat stres, saya akan jadi meluat, saya akan rasa macam tolong. Tempat lain bolehlah korang pergi spam soalan-soalan macam tu. Mungkin streamer lain boleh layan. Tapi saya tak. Saya akan jadi macam, my blood will be boiling. Menggelegak darah dalam badan ni. Adakah power ranking jauh tersasar macam podcast season lepas bang? Season lepas jauh tersasar.
Panas.
I'm a lot since day one GOTF. Season lepas banyak tersasar. Tetapi bagus juga sebab kita based on the current squad dengan pengalaman dan juga prestasi semasa which is season yang sebelum itu. Tetapi apabila mereka dengan pasukan yang baru, dengan coach yang baru dapat adapt, dapat chemistry, maka rating itu akan totally jadi lain. Mungkin kita letak ratingnya tinggi, dia jatuh mendadak. Mungkin kita letak rendah, dia naik. Macam season lepas, RQ Tora kita letak tinggi, Timbre kita letak tinggi. Tapi yang dekat top 3, yang letak rendah which is Wamos dan IG. Kau nampak? Siapa sangka macam tu? Bang, kuatkan sikit suara. Suara siapa nak kuatkan? Suara saya ke? Sekas juga rumah loan. Dah tak payah percaya. Dia macam dia itu rumah tu macam season lepas. Macam season lepas saya buat rumah kacip saya. Sekais pergi TNS. TNC sorry. Macam tu lah rumah tu. Tambah-tambah lagi pula dia macam brand ambassador kat sana kan. Cakap korang percaya. Sebenarnya ini salah satu cara ni yang nak bagi tahu kadang-kadang tim-tim ni kita akan menggunakan orang front face kan untuk just keluarkan jalan satu cerita. Supaya sentiasa ada engagement. Orang akan bercakap pasal player, orang akan bercakap pasal team. Dia takkan lari. So korang kena menilai. Kan? Macam aku ada seorang klip dekat TikTok. Kan? Saya rasa saya dah jelaskan very clear. Kan? Seorang jungler yang hanya dekat MSC nampak sedikit drop. Bukan dia seorang drop pun. Waktu itu saya boleh katakan the whole team drop. Tapi untuk terus punish dia, untuk terus loankan satu benda yang tidak adil. Kan? Dan SRJ pun takkan buat semua benda tu. Mereka bawa masuk Uni adalah untuk memberi persaingan sehat. Dan mereka tahu kelebihan yang ada pada Sekais dan kelebihan pada Uni. So anytime they can just change their tactic, strategi untuk mainkan mana-mana pemain. Tetapi baru-baru ni apabila masukkan Uni, kembali SRJ kembali sebagai SRJ. Gunja, waalaikumsalam Gunja, sahabat saya daripada Madinah. Kan? So kekalkan je lah Uni. Jangan main tukar-tukar lagi. Faham Nak tak tahan Wikipedia boleh petik. Macam season lepas Wikipedia boleh petik tu. Sos Abang Lot. Mats, welcome. Sekali lagi nak dapat 10k subs. Yo. Yang mana yang baru masuk dekat YT, tolong sikit lagi nak pergi ke 10k subs. Yang mana yang ada dekat TT juga yang belum follow saya, boleh bantu saya follow. Kan? Kita dah 87, kita try pergi ke 88 ke 90 lah, 90. Kan? Sebenarnya untuk MPL untuk MPL season 18 ini saya target 100,000 untuk nak mencapai 100,000 follower. Daripada season 9 tu. Kalau kau tahu kan, akaun ini saya buat ketika season 9. Akaun TikTok saya ni saya create season 9. Vitamin dulu bang, dah. Kan? So daripada season 9 sekarang ada season 18. 9 season, 4 tahun setengah tak dapat lagi 100,000 je. Seksa. Dah makan ke bang? Malam belum? Amar Daniel, waalaikumsalam. Harambe shattered hendaknya. Saya sokong Abang Lot. Pendapat saya lah bang, bukannya Sekais anda sangat pun, tapi sebab meta ni lebih sesuai dengan Uni. Tak juga, meta ni sesuai je dengan Sekais. Cuma kan underperform. The whole team sebenarnya underperform. Dia tak ada satu atau dua, the whole team. Tapi bila dimainkan Uni, sebab kau kena faham, bila whole team underperform, kau mainkan orang yang sama, tetap result yang sama. Nasib baik ada seorang lagi player yang ke-6, bila masuk the wipe itu berubah. Kau kena fikir banyak angle tau. So the wipe itu berubah. Kalau kau main dengan underperform dengan 5 orang yang sama, the result going to be same. So bila masukkan Uni dekat situ, wipe changes just one player. Kan sebenarnya wipe itu je yang changes dan mendapat result yang baik, kembali orang kata SRJ kembali ke landasan. Itu bukan bermaksud Sekais tu teruk. So janganlah sampai kita rasa macam budak tu 5-peat champion kot. Melainkan dah satu season, 2 season memang dia tak boleh nak fight tempat Sekais, then SRJ boleh buat keputusan. Agak-agak sidai tak? Takut 640, 650 kan. Tak. Orang bila dengar rumours ni kan, ya kadang-kadang tu lah korang ni kan pantang tu. Sebab itu senang dibeli tu. Korang ni senang ditipu. Kan tahu tak? Komuniti ni senang ditipu. Just buat je satu statement kan, tambah-tambah lagi dengan orang-orang yang ada influence, bulat-bulat korang percaya. Tak menggunakan common sense untuk fikir. Betul ke Mamat ni nak cakap ni kan? Tak kot. Bolehlah check dengan kawan ke apa ke. So kadang-kadang datang bertanya. Bertanya tu boleh. Tapi kadang-kadang dia mengeluarkan satu statement. Bang, Skies confirm bang nak loan. Siapa cakap? Tu saya dengar sana. Awak pun dengar. Macam tu. So, contoh. Sebab korang ni senang di apa ayat satu lagi tu? Senang ditipu lah, senang cerita. Sebab tu daripada dulu saya pun suka buat borak kacip. Bila borak kacip ni sedap dengan orang-orang yang sentiasa boleh percaya. Dapat engagement. Apalah bila free jom nasi goreng kampung kat mana Mar?
Sosial Buzz.
Oi,
2
SGD.
dari Zarin. Salam Abang Lord.
Daripada Singapura.
Moga dirahmati, diberkahi Allah sekeluarga. Always look forward at Lord punya restream. Terima kasih. Fan dari Singapura.
Fan daripada Singapura. Terima kasih untuk SGD 2. Lebih kurang dalam RM6 duit kita. RM3 lebih kan sekarang. RM3.20, RM3.30. Terima kasih. Semoga awak juga dimurahkan rezeki. Saya tak adalah apa yang saya boleh bagi. Saya macam tu lah, duk menjerit-jerit kan. Tapi kalau korang terhibur dengan cara saya, sebab saya tak boleh bagi knowledge. Kalau nak knowledge, Rin kan, tentang draft, patut tengah draft, itu sesuai ni sesuai, itu Rin. So korang, saya bukan nak tiba-tiba nak promote Rin, tapi Rin adalah orang yang boleh memberi ilmu, banyak ilmu. Kalau saya macam ni lah guys, orang tua kan, 51 tahun masih ada dalam e-sport, masih lagi duk stream. Macam ni je lah saya dengan cara saya lah. Saya knowledge tu tak, tapi boleh tanya soalan-soalan yang lebih kepada management punya side. InsyaAllah itu mungkin part saya, bahagian saya, mungkin kelebihan ataupun kepakaran saya yang saya boleh kongsikan dengan korang. Tapi kalau korang tanya lebih in detail tentang in-game, kenapa bang dia pakai skill ni, kenapa dia pakai spell ini, bukan saya. Bukan. Saya ni ada 3 perkara orang datang. Satu, sebab saya botak. Sebab saya botak. Kalau saya bukan botak, bukan abang Lord. Yang kedua, saya suka marah orang, maki orang. Maki ni bukanlah maki dengan bahasa yang kasar, cuma dengan suara yang tinggi, kadang marah-marah. Marah-marah lah, bukan maki pun marah-marah. Terima kasih Firnaj. Yang ketiga, saya suka tengok perempuan. Kalau saya tengok perempuan, saya suka kacau. Kalau 3 benda ni tak ada, saya bukan abang Lord. Tengok Elina. Elina ni daripada tadi dah gelak-gelak. Ada juga saya macam perasan. Tapi Elina macam dah berkeluarga. Tapi tak apalah, disebabkan dia perempuan juga saya follow. Tapi saya akan letakkan, dia private account. Okey, kita lupakan. Macam tu lah, nampak. So kalau saya pantang tengok perempuan, saya terus cuba nak follow kan. Itu. So 3 benda tu memang wajib kena ada. Comel popek. Sana popek-popek lah. Popek itulah yang marah-marah tadi kan. Soalan pancing, apa pendapat Abang Lord Skies kena loan ke Team Spirit? Contoh.
Iklan.
Ui. Okey, ini nanti saya kena lah. Copyright. Tak apa, nanti saya cut. Apa sebab Wamos balik abang? Wamos sebenarnya belum cukup ready. Belum cukup. Mereka perlukan masa lagi ya untuk Siska dalam tim tu. Kan? Prime abang Lord MAB ke tahu tak? MAB tu. Sebenarnya saya tak ada prime guys. Cuma waktu zaman MAB, saya ni terlalu kasar. Saya kasar. Sebab waktu tu saya tak ada. Sebab MAB tu saya punya sendiri. Jadi saya cakap apa pun saya menanggung sendiri. Kalau dengan Todak, kan, kita bawa satu nama yang besar. Todak ni jauh lebih besar. Ibarat langit dengan bumi antara MAB dengan Todak ni. Jadi saya ni ada tanggungjawab, kan, untuk sentiasa menjaga nama baik Todak. Jadi saya tak boleh cakap sebarangan.
Dari Zarael, layan Bangalore, santai kat Germany.
Santai kat Jerman. Weh, kat Jerman, bro. Baik tu Zarael. Guten Morgen. Itu yang saya tahu Jerman. Kan, semoga awak baik-baik sihat-sihat di sana. Kat Jerman. Terlalu babar ke? Ya, terlalu babar. Asyik bergaduh je dengan homeboys. Itu zaman saya lah. Sebab tu saya masuk dalam e-sport ni dengan reputasi yang negatif. Sebab bergaduh dengan homeboys. Homeboys pula satu fanbase yang besar. Saya ni dibenci dulu. Tapi sekarang alhamdulillah tu. Kan, sekarang ni alhamdulillah. Saya pun tak sangka. Dulu saya ni villain. Dulu yang dibenci, hari ni masih ada lagi, kan. Kalau dulu kan dia sentiasa perkataan-perkataan yang tak senonoh yang keluar, kan. Racist, maki amun, kan. Itu je sentiasa kan. Sekarang ni jarang-jarang. Jarang-jarang. Boleh katakan hampir tak ada. Pupus dah. Jam berapa start bang? 6.50. Salam Allah dari Pekanbaru. Hey, waalaikumsalam. Orang Pekanbaru. Welcome. Siapa benci main sini? Dulu. Raizo Bogan. Zarif. Itu kawan saya juga. Kan, dia antara ni Raizo Bogan ni yang dekat YT ni, inilah orang yang buat logo ke semua logo-logo MAB dulu apa semua kan. Antara orang yang daripada hari pertama lah ada bersama dengan tim saya kan, yang dengan Founder dengan Datuk tu kan. Kau dengan Kinsha dan Yoni sama. Kinsha masuk terus serang boys. Sekarang dah tua Abang Lord, dah matang. Habis waktu aku ada pun bukannya baru 7 tahun lepas, ingat tak matang ke? Matang je kan, cuma agresif. Sekarang ni dah kurang sikit, tak se-agresif dulu. So kalau wrestling Abang Lord dikira Vince McMahon tak, Vince McMahon tu owner. Kapan main SRJ? Bentar lagi bang. Sekarang Abang Lord makin comel. Ya. Assalamualaikum, boleh saya tanya? Silakan Galvin Nathan.
Here the next Sekis K Bang
Siapa yang benci kena duduk 5 jam baru tahu Abang Lord epic lagi. Ya doh. Saya ni dalam stream ni lain kan. Tapi kalau depan-depan orang panggil apa, nonchalant yang jenis macam kau tanya baru saya jawab. Saya tak reti nak buat lawak bodoh kan. Saya tak suka buat lawak-lawak. Datang jumpa borak benda-benda penting, lepas tu boom. Tidak tak bang, insyaAllah tak.
Dari Stevie on duty with Art Lord. Hello bang.
Ini CCTV CCTV sebelum saya ada akaun Abang Lord lagi. Waktu tu saya selalu stream dekat MAB Esport. Saya tak ada akaun personal saya. CCTV ni daripada sana lagi. Lama gila. Buat lead team lagi tak nak kan. Thank you for the gift guys. Firnaj, yang mana yang dah punch card semua, thank you very much. Lambat lagi bang, 6.50 bang, 6.50 bang. Okay, let's go here. 6.50 6.50 sekarang dah 6.50. InsyaAllah by 7 kita dah boleh start. Tunggu pasukan masuk.
Depan Nonchalord.
Depan garang bang. Di mana ada? Semoga berjaya dalam bidang stream Bang Lord. Amin. Terima kasih kepada sahabat-sahabat saya yang mana yang bagi SB ni semuanya. Saya rasa yang geng-geng lama kan. Ya tu. Geng-geng lama tu ni semua. Sebab ini kawan daripada Singapura ni kan, dia kata fan daripada Singapura always look forward Abang Lord punya restream. Saya tak tahu pun selalu dia ada pun. Kalau dia tak bagi tahu sebenarnya tak tahu pun. Bermaksud dia sentiasa stream dia ada. Terharu tu. Layan Abang Lord santai kat Jerman. Nampak daripada Jerman saya ada juga kawan daripada Singapura memang ada. Daripada New Zealand pun ada. Baron kalau tengok kejap lagi dia akan masuk. Memang dia stay dekat New Zealand. Ini daripada Jerman pun ada. Daripada Malaysia, Indonesia tak payah cakap. Memang ramai teman-teman saya. SRJ kalah ke bang? Belum main lagi bang. Belum main lagi. Waalaikumsalam. Almost spicy. Asyik. Amin. Selamat sore Abang Lord. Annoying. Welcome. Tapi zaman tu zaman yang main rasa kemuncak hype dia sebab dia spicy. Dulu spicy Mubun. Saya tengah SRJ lawan kemarin sampai accident Bang Lord. Kenapa do accident Mubun? Mana ada orang bawa motor ke kereta ke sambil tengok game? Tepi lah, berhenti tepi ke, lepak kat kedai. Macam mana kau boleh sampai accident tengok game SRG? Tak ada insurans tau. Kalau kau pergi nak claim insurans, kalau sakit teruk ke apa ke kan, insurans tak ada claim tau. So ni nasihat untuk semua ni, kalau nak tengok game ke bola ke apa sajalah, kalau nak melihat handphone jangan buat sesuatu sambil drive ataupun sambil ride. Okey. Bang, tanggapan Threads Lumine. Ada apa Lumine? Saya enggak lihat. Dah semifinal stadium nampak kosong je. Bang, ini Kazakhstan bang. Bila main kat Kazakhstan, Kazakhstan ni bukan negara macam Southeast Asia yang memang popular dengan e-sport. Mereka bermain dekat situ tapi mungkin tak se-hype macam kita.
We got the SRG, Cram, Uni,
So, jangan
Stormy,
salahkan
Uni
benda
and
tu,
Stormy
bang.
got the MVPs yesterday. They only played 2
Kan,
games.
maybe
That's
they
all
have done their
They were
work
at
untuk
2-0. They did not
invite ramai
actually
orang
get
apa
a
semua kan.
third
Tapi
game for playing
saya
against
faham
Gotf
je
Esports
kan.
yesterday. So Uni and Stormy big ups.
Dah habis ke
And
bang
then
atau
we
baru
got
nak start?
Yums
Baru
and
nak start, baru nak
Innocent
start.
as well. I mean, we saw that
Baru mau
pattern
start.
yesterday, right? When it came to the heroes
Sudah mulai
that
ke
they
bang?
picked, the Melissa
Nah.
and of course the Harley.
Bentar
But
lagi
before
ya,
that,
bentar
let's
lagi
just jump into
mau
a very cool
mulai
video that you
SRG
really don't want to miss.
sama Onic.
Let's get to know the teams better.
Okay, thank you menghadirkan diri anda di live stream saya. Terima kasih banyak. Yang mana yang belum follow, bantu saya follow. Yang mana yang belum subscribe, bantu saya subscribe. Toda happy hours voucher code please.
Hello guys, Jang and
Abang Lord,
Lufa follow
ABG LORD. ABG LORD. ABG LORD. Let's go. Saya nak bagi tahu dalam minggu ini sesiapa yang top up melalui Toda Pay menggunakan kod ABG LORD ni kan, insya-Allah selain daripada yang diamond yang korang dapat tu akan ada tambahan diamond juga melalui mereka buat weekly contest untuk memberi extra diamond Toda Pay. Dan yang keduanya kita akan bagi match ticket, MPL match ticket sekiranya kalau korang duduk di sekitar KL Selangor kan, nak pergi boleh kan. Skin kita akan bagi waktu fantasy, untuk fantasy dekat Toda Pay kita bagi diamond, skin nanti dekat fantasy, nanti saya pula akan bagi match ticket. YT ada replay, kalau kemalangan tak dapat replay. Betul kan, Mubun tadi kan, Mubun kejap. Mubun, hati-hati Mubun, jaga diri, take care, makan ubat. Semalam macam mana dengan Food Easy Win ke? Semalam semua game saya tak tengok guys. Adakah SRG dengan Food Esport ni easy win ke semalam? Tolong kongsikan dengan saya. Okay, easy. So what about this Onic? Onic dengan Onic lawan siapa
Easy win 2-0.
Onic lawan
SA win.
By the end of the day, only 2 teams will remain.
Easy
advancing
win.
Onic
to the
lagi
grand
easy
final to compete for the Mobile
Onic pun
Legends
easy.
Bang Bang title of the games of the future.
Aurora
SA
dengan
win juga.
Falcon.
Stay with us.
Aurora dengan Falcon itu macam 2-1 kan?
Great video here.
Itu fight lah.
Semalam 2-0.
Itu fight lah.
Onic harap easy juga.
I would like to also remember to you
Hard
guys,
win.
Hard
Oh,
win.
itu hard win.
SRG,
BTR
they actually
BTR pun
beat
2-1 kan?
Aurora at the group stage. So that the Aurora
BTR easy ke hard win ataupun okay, still consider easy walaupun 2-1. Kalau answer lah, terima kasih dok.
Hard win.
Hard win juga. Okay. So bawah hard win, atas easy win. Let's go.
And both of them are the semifinals today, so it's gonna be interesting to see how
There
it
you
goes.
go.
We
So
have,
Aurora dengan
these
BTR
picture right
di semifinal
off
dengan
screen.
kemenangan
Today's
2-1,
semifinals,
SRG dengan
we got
Onic
the
2-0.
Selangor Giants going up against
Cuma saya nak bagi tahu
in the first match,
champion
and
will
also
be
Snap
sama ada
versus Aurora
pemenang di antara
going to get
SRG dan
beaten
Onic.
by Vitality.
Siapa
Today
ini
ni
masuk
easy
final,
win.
mereka lah champion.
Great teams and they put up a very
Antara
good fight
SRG dan
yesterday.
Onic, siapa
And
menang,
either way,
insyaAllah
we had
mereka adalah champion.
two matches which were 2-0 and then after that we needed
Waalaikumsalam,
2-1
welcome
for the
guys.
next 2 games yesterday. So that was very interesting.
BTR Pro Esport game semua 20 minit ke atas, bapak lamanya.
Worth noting that we have Uni who replaced
Onic 2-0 SRG. Enggak apa-apa. Boleh predict guys. Nama pun predict. Sudah terutamanya dari teman-teman daripada Indonesia sudah tentu dukung Onic. Okey, jadi orang Malaysia jangan nak rage bait sebab dia orang Indonesia. Dia lepak live kita hormat dia. Okey, dia nak dukung Onic, let him support. Korang orang Malaysia termasuk saya sokong SRG. So sama-sama kita make friends, enjoy sama-sama.
Have a great time watching all these games because
Okay?
this is
Predict tak salah.
Tiba masa antak hentikan rage bait.
You really don't want to miss this
Semoga
one.
SRG dapat
what do you
revenge.
think about the Onic as well? I mean, we got the
Agree.
SRG and Onic, two great teams.
I mean, like I said,
Saya sokong Abang Lord.
SRG
Ya.
just
Aceh untuk SRG. Ai. Aceh untuk SRG ya. Apa benda tu BTR 21?
So definitely
Kenapa?
would be a good
Okey lah bang,
rivalry. I
asalkan
genuinely
menang bang,
think that,
2-1 ke 2-0 ke.
I'm actually glad that SRG got
Tapi akan
to
ada juga
beat
nanti
Onic
kalau kata tiba-tiba
here
Onic
for
menang
the
ke, SRG menang ke.
semifinals,
Orang
because
kita pun
this
sama.
is a great,
Kan? So,
great test for them to take a look
akan
how
ada
they are
lah, tak
gonna
boleh
do.
elak. It's
But
okay.
before that, let's,
Layankan
don't
je.
forget to
Nasib baiklah
appreciate
semoga
our
Onic bisa final.
other real
Amin.
sponsor is the Center Credit Bank for hosting and supporting
Semangat, semangat.
PC, those
Let's go.
two, and I
Begitu
personally
juga
was
nanti
there.
bila
It was
MPL dah
genuinely
start,
so
saya akan
amazing.
stream
Make
MPL
sure to
MY,
download the
saya akan
online
stream
banking
MPL
app,
ID,
Center Credit,
kan?
and manage
Saya
your
akan buat
finances well,
podcast
guys.
untuk
And
MPL
thanks,
MY,
brother.
saya akan
Thank you
buat
very much
podcast
again,
untuk
Center Credit,
MPL
for
ID.
helping, and we move forward. Like I said, I think, genuinely speaking, SRG has a great chance of actually getting a one map, and maybe it will be an impressive 2-0 from SRG, and maybe Onic is going to lose.
Prime Yums is back,
you
eh?
can say Onic is a champion team, whatever from the
Berapa saya punya
yesterday,
view
and
dekat,
they look very
Okay, too.
promising stuff. Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Okey,
we got
alhamdulillah.
Kyrie there
Di
from the,
YT minta
Kyrie
bantuan
and
boleh
both
enggak?
Uni coming, both junglers,
Minta bantuan bisa enggak?
saying about how
Minta
they think
bantuan
about the games
subscribe
and
guys.
stuff.
Lagi sikit, lagi sikit, lagi dikit aja. Nak 10,000. Lagi sikit aja mau 10,000. Sama juga warga TikTok. Kalau tak keberatan, bantu saya untuk follow. BTR jam berapa ya? 8.55 ke? Bentar,
Mode
bentar.
Chaos Clash 2.0 apa guys?
Saya cek. Biasanya kalau 6.55, the next match will be jam 9. Jam 9 Malaysia, jam 8 Indonesia. Tapi nggak mungkin. Mungkin ada delay half an hour. Udah sas bang, terima kasih. 9 MYT, 8 IDT guys.
Sile attack 2-0 Bangalore.
And besok final will be lambat tau. Sebab besok pukul 7 malam Malaysia dan 8 malam Indonesia, tempat ketiga keempat. Third, fourth match. Means pukul 7. Ya. Pukul 7 means pukul 9 atau pukul 10 baru start grand final. Besok. Grand final BO5. Jadi saya bagi tahu siap-siap jangan besok tiba-tiba tanya, "Bang, besok pukul berapa?" Dia antara pukul 9 ke 10. Waalaikumsalam, Arits. Peter
Happy
cepat.
Bow 3 okay lot
Ada
Tepat
semalam.
Ketiga 2.
Yang ketiga mereka easy win. Oh. Final baru BO5, yes. Janganlah sakit hari ni aku aman sikit.
Massive energy surge detected.
The energy within the sun-headed man's artifact
Wow.
has awakened.
So, the chosen ones are already there?
Newbies without a guide. Then it's time
AI.
to meet them. Someone's got to get them up to speed.
This is the new
Look what my
technology.
robot can
Kita tak boleh elak guys. Kadang orang cakap apa benda semua AI. This is the technology now. Kalau kita tak into the AI, then kita ketinggalan. Orang akan bilang kau purba.
Hailing Busuk Pun
Semoga abang
9.30
sehat.
Grand Final.
Amin. Semangat for SRG. Let's watch together guys. Wow. Macam tu jadi berubah.
Hey, I'm
Bang,
one of the
shout out.
guardians of balance between the
Baru
worlds.
follow
When
from
ancient
Tawi.
powers
Kenshin.
understand.
Terima kasih
It's
untuk
here.
yang dah follow
You're the
saya.
ones who can
Termasuk
restore
juga
the
untuk
sun-headed
Kenshin
man's
daripada
power
Tawi.
and bring the worlds back into
Tawi di mana ya? Kalau saya ternampak, saya tolong baca Kalau saya tak nampak korang punya komen, saya minta maaf.
Looks like the squad's
Ini
finally
kalah
complete.
turun
Until the
lower.
sun-headed man
Yes.
is fully
Bukan.
charged,
Ini
the two
kalah
worlds will keep drifting apart.
besok bermain di tempat ketiga keempat. Fight for third and fourth place match. Sebab nombor 3 akan dapat 108,000 US dollar. Manakala nombor 4 akan dapat 63,000 US dollar. So they have to fight siapa nombor 3 dan nombor 4. So whoever lost tonight, they're gonna play tomorrow for third, fourth placing. Faham ya? Salam dari Aceh. Waalaikumsalam. Nyak Rahmad. Indo versus Indo final bang. Let's go. Bisa jadi guys. Kalau Onic menang and then BTR menang, bisa jadi. Peluang tu ada. Abang Lot, ya, sila dedahkan hadiah komuniti. Ini apa benda ni? Saya daripada itu hari tu. Apa benda ni Banyak je dapat, tapi tengah lain macam ni boleh ke? Apa benda tu? Apa yang Elina bagi ni? Streamer Indo gak ada yang live? Ada. Age, Nafari. Siapa lagi ya? Bujet, King Bujet. CEO BTR. Koed juga. Semalam aku nonton BTR sekejap je. Koed punya live stream. Waalaikumsalam, Encik Ros. Come on SRG. It's a revenge time. Let's go ni. Hai Bang Lorenzo, hai Mirul. Kenapa semifinal best of 3 tak best of 5 bang? Dah organizer letak best of 3 bang. Awak tanya soalan macam saya pula yang organize. Bila kata dah best of 3 kan, kita layankan je lah. Awak tak puas hati pun tetap BO3. Dia sebenarnya tak ada jawapan. Sebab bila organizer yang dah susun daripada awal, so diorang pergi main. So kita jangan mempersoalkan. It's okay. Sekai dah tak main ke? Sekai dah buka restoran dekat Kazakhstan. Dia tengah jual nasi lemak kat sana. SB
5 dari Stevie.
Rindu tengah bola jerit-jerit. Ni baik sangat pula tak terus.
Ni baik somplak.
Ada. Coming. Sabar, belum sampai lagi. Echa mana Echa? Yana, Syaz. SB tu apa? Tu tadi bunyi tu. Yang bunyi orang bagi gift tu. Abang adalah best organizer. Organizer malas nak lama-lama. Takut match pula terbalik. Betul? It's a revenge match. Kita boleh panggil macam apa? Redemption ke? Bukan. Redemption ni Resurrection. Venue Krik.
In this one, we've got 2 matches for you guys. It's going to be best of 3. We're starting off with Selangor Red Giants
Abang Insult, terima kasih.
Onic.
Revenge
Both
bang,
coming from
revenge.
sweeps yesterday.
Is to from Malaysia to Indonesia. Tak sabar makan restoran Sekai Kazakhstan. Ya, nanti korang boleh pergi lah. Dia dah buka kedai dah kat situ. Dia tengah promote nasi lemak.
I am pleasantly surprised.
Okay, saya akan duduk dekat atas.
Top 4. It's great to be back at your service.
Thank you, moderator.
And, you know, as much as we want and wish to have been in Astana to call these matches, we were happy to have our dulcet tones play over the big speakers in the arena. This is bound to be one banger of a best of 3.
Apalah GTF ni event sendiri ya. Dia third party tournament. Dia bukan di bawah Munton.
You know, a lot of the storyline coming into this just
Korang Miri Sarawak Adil, welcome. Galvin Nathan. Jual nasi jungler dan nasi goreng MVP. Hey, Aboy David. Thank you. Peace.
The champions over in Paris got knocked out so early. That's
tak ada perform Sekai sebagai experience kat Uni masuk tournament besar. Pun boleh jadi. Lain level SR sekarang player tak dapat main terus Oppo Restaurant. Saja buat cerita. Korang kacip. Itu pun nanti orang yang bingai-bingai ni kan percaya kan. Lepas tu dia bagi tahu dekat kawan dia kat sebelah. Lepas tu dekat stream satu lagi kan. Betul ke Sekai dah buka restoran dekat Kazakhstan? Kan? Siapa cakap? Abang Lot cakap. Ya ke? Ya, dia jual nasi lemak.
I think if you look at yesterday's matches, if you
Win
guys didn't get
PLS.
to tune into them, they both had pretty dominant sweeps. I mean, SRG and Onic both had, I think, 10-minute games or so around there in their matchups. SRG played at
Itu saja nak jadikan cerita, nak buat lawak.
Harley.
And so this is a very strong
Lebih serumpun
yesterday. Now going into this,
Kalau dulu derby,
I don't
kalau
expect
tim Malaysia
we
untuk
always
Onic lah,
have
kalau
to
daripada Malaysia
we've
Todak
gotta get the
guys.
full series going on.
Sekarang
3
Todak
games
nggak ada,
hopefully
so
for
SRG
both.
seharusnya menjadi
Again, we know what the prize pool is at stake here.
musuh.
It's quite massive, $1 million across for all teams. And
Lawak
now
hambar,
you're
bang.
down to the last 4. This is where there's like this big
Cuma
jump
di
in
bawah
prize
ketiak
pool
kau.
for the teams competing for
Serumpun bilang
the
Mimi
massive
Fly.
prize pool.
Ya,
But
Mimi
also,
Fly.
I will have to say
Adui.
this, man. The meta game, we've talked so much about it. I don't know if you've
Sapa 2.
like seen this too.
Awal
Leo,
kenapa
but
MLB Indo
it hasn't
maupun
changed
At Zaizo
Malay
Dako
tak
Mentati.
buat
from
streaming?
what we saw in MSC, but it's changed a bit.
Ya, aku
you know,
dah
it's changed a bit.
jawab,
Melissa
guys.
especially really raising in stock value.
Kan dah jawab.
The Barretts also
Panton
still
Mac
doing
Sebab
well.
ini
Power.
third
But I
party
think it's
tournament.
interesting where the jungle
Dia
has
bukan
opened up too. You know, some of those picks that we saw
Muntun punya
pop up
tournament. Sebab tu di
kind of
MPL
fallen
MY
off, and we've
maupun
seen
di
some
MPL ID
surprise
enggak
picks
ada
too, like the Leomore
live stream.
come through.
Aku kalau jumpa budak gitu bang, depan-depan aku memang
Stop Cohen ISU Coke spam.
Again, the memes will tell you when you're talking about Onic ID, you're talking about
Best of 3,
Sky
best of 3.
Kings.
Thank you very much yang mana yang
It's like
ada dalam live streaming saya di YT maupun di TT kan, jangan lupa untuk tekan button subscribe dan juga button follow. Thank you very
Now that
much.
we're talking about the meta in general, right? I agree. It really
Saya
does
rasa
change much since
sepanjang
MSC.
GOF
But if there is one thing that is in
selepas
flux, is
SRG punya
where
kemenangan
the
dengan Aurora,
teams
ini
are
adalah
right now.
antara
I'm
tough
talking
match
about these
untuk
top four.
SRG.
We're used to seeing them play in best of 5,
Dan
best of
SRG menang
7s,
semua 2-0 kan?
but we'll only really be
Ada
seeing them in
2-1. Oh,
action
ada
best of 3s
2-1.
before the finals.
Ada dengan
But
tim Kazakhstan hari itu. Apa nama
when
tim tu
you think of where
Ada 2-1.
SRG is right now,
Tahun ni Bang Lord dah dapat 6K follower.
6K follower.
Tahun ini Bang Lord dah dapat 6K follower. Mana boleh tengok macam tu? Boleh ke?
They changed their jungler. Like this is Uni right now. We're so
Kat mana nak
used to
tengok
it
tahun ni
being
saja
the
kita dapat
Sky
berapa? Tak
Prince.
kalah
Yes,
6,000
we
je.
have MSC 2024 in Sekais, but it's Uni
Ah,
who's
Rune
playing,
Eaters.
and they
Ya,
got to
betul.
this point
Luka Uni.
with
Ya.
Uni. And folks,
Yang
it's not like he got lost along the way.
kan yang
in
tunjuk
Paris.
kertas.
Like, he's still on the
Okay,
team.
okay.
It's
First
just-
game
this
kalah.
is the
X
shape
update
Macam mana nak
Lensa.
masuk pro scene Bang Lord?
in
Alamak.
game number 1. Atlas, Selena,
Nak
get
masuk
outta
pro
here.
scene ni
Freya,
Luka
Marcel,
Unila.
get out of here.
bohong lah kalau
What
saya
is this
cakap
loop open?
tak
I'd
perlu
say
ada kabel.
think of
Perlu.
that whole Nolan, hit
Yang
out
kedua
on
of
Freya.
course
Salah
lah.
registered.
Ada kabel pun
If you
tak
wanna get
guna
rid of
kalau
Nolan,
tak ada
81.2K Bangalore Datu Tahan Tak Bergerak.
tak jaguar senang cerita kena jaguar. 81.2 Bang Lord dah 2 tahun tak bergerak.
Like both these teams obviously want the Barretts. We have seen that go.
Mana
blue
kau tahu
side.
semua ni?
Priority, they will take out the Melissa though. So Onic's going to go
Aku
ahead.
sendiri pun tak tahu.
If this is so, now the choice is Harara or Barretts. What do you ban out if you're SRG? You know. Like,
Dulu
that's
orang
the
memang tak
second
nak follow aku. Sebab apa tahu? Dulu aku ni kan villain, aku dibenci.
Bismillah
Sekarang ni
Bang.
mungkin dengan cara aku santai macam ni kan, lebih soft spoken sikit. Ramailah ingin nak follow. Kalau tidak dulu kan maki-maki orang, marah-marah orang. Kan, buat apa aku nak follow dia tu. Lepas tu swipe je kan, duk maki-maki orang. Bising-bising.
Don't even think about it. But
Bila kita change the character, ramai mula macam boleh menerima boleh menerima.
in a couple of games. This
Balik lagi ke Bang Lord? Let's see.
I shed a
Marcel,
tear
Freya
for
dan
now
juga
because
Barat
at the
telah pun
moment,
di-ban.
I guess I should be happy that it
Atlas,
lasted as long
Selena
as it
dan juga
did.
Melissa juga telah di-ban oleh Onic.
It was time for
First
a
pick
change
mungkin
and
Hirara,
I got
saya
a
rasa
chance to
Hirara.
try the Kadra too, man.
Sebab
I do a
Onic
lot. I
akan
get
lebih
the card, we'll see it
mengutamakan
here,
Hirara.
Obviously, but we can look forward to it in the future because I
Kita tengok sama ada kita kena tak kena. Kalau tak nak dia boleh ambil pokok. Antara dua tu je. Pokok ataupun ini. Zuxin juga ada. Hero Sans. So tiga ni lah. Tak ambil Zuxin, pokok ataupun Hirara. Let's go. See. Apakah kita kena?
Onic Utamakan Pokak.
Rain punya cara ni kan. Oh, Pakito salah terus. Terus EXP.
Okay.
So dia ambil ni sebab dia boleh counter terus assassin jungler.
Because again, the Nolan wins that about
Dia boleh
60% of the time.
counter terus kalau assassin jungler. Kalau dia nak main jungle boleh. Dia very flex pick. Dia nak main EXP boleh. Dia nak main jungle boleh. Dia nak main gold pun boleh. Nampak? A very good pick kat situ. Saya dah mula dah jadi macam Rain sekarang ni sikit-sikit. Kan? So, flex pick. Untuk cerita pula tentang draft. Baik dua Bang Lord sekarang.
Dia Serum Dengan Paquito Jungle Uni Harry.
Betul juga. Kalau boleh scouters ambil player dari rank, ada je. Ada je. Kaja tak boleh main lagi guys. Perlu ingat mana-mana hero di revamp harus menunggu 2 minggu baru boleh masuk Land of Dawn. Rank boleh, tapi tournament tak boleh. You have to wait 2 weeks. Tapi kalau hero buff dan nerf, boleh terus masuk. Contoh Novaria, God boleh masuk terus. Okay, kita dapat pokok. Bang Lot boleh jadi coach Ocean Black. Okay, so bila dah ada ni, okey lah, sesuai lah. Pokok ni sesuai lah untuk dibawa. Tapi mereka dapat Uranus dan juga Valentina. Untuk apa? Untuk copy ulti pokok. So, biasanya bila ambil pokok, dah tentu orang akan ambil Valentina. Kalau dia tak ambil, pasti kena ban. Yes, kita ada makro sikit. Rain tak live. Rain balik kampung menguruskan ayah dia. Dia pun lama tak balik sebab minggu depan dah start MPL. 2 ke 3 bulan memang akan sibuk setiap ujung minggu. Boleh katakan start minggu depan dah tak ada cuti Dah tak ada cuti. There is no weekend for us. There is no weekend for us.
We've seen Uranus in the jungle. So who knows what Onic is cooking?
Kemarin ada urusan lain, bang. SRJ kena buang Valen baru selamat. Dah, Valen dah diambil. Okay, now Ruby, bagus.
This is a very flexible draft that they've gotten. Blue 1 to 3. Red 3 though, closing up. Look at SRG. All cards on the
Cuma
table.
sekarang ni Pakito tak tahu dia main dekat gold ataupun jungle. Sama juga Ruby pun tak tahu sekarang ni dekat gold ataupun EXP. Okay, masih lagi flex, nampak? Ini adalah perang draft oleh both coaches. Baik, best tu. Tapi saya nampak macam Ruby ni lebih kepada kram. Kalau saya belah sana, saya fikir Ruby ni kram. Kan? Cuba tutup marksman.
A lot of people have been looking at these junglers that we've seen so well over the years now, develop into these star players and everything else. And you think, okay, well, this is kind of the assassin meta,
Tengok prank kata.
They should be able to do
Valen boleh curi ulti Ruby juga. Ya, Valentina dekat sini boleh curi ulti Ruby, ulti Belleric.
Ruby GL.
Apa di band tu Minotaur belah sini apa tu?
And then let them just kind of take away the game, and that's why we have such fast
Hero apa tu?
games. I'm not sure exactly on the average game time of games of the future, but it's definitely maybe that 15 or less minute mark. We've had a handful of games, maybe only go 20 plus minutes. I mean, me and Wolf were asking desperately, so we could have an evolved Lord, because I kind of forgot that it's been so long in some of the games where it's like, man, where's the evolved Lord going? We haven't seen him in a while, right? Because all these games ending 15, sub 15 has been the case. So
dia rasakan Ruby ni adalah di
Dairoth being banned out by Onic.
Ya, betul, Dairoth. Dia rasakan Ruby ni dekat goal.
Isn't 100% sure yet. So they're going to go and just cover the base, ban out the Harley.
Because of how flexible
Harley dan juga Eudora
and this abomination of a metagame that Moonton has concocted for us, both sides are flexing really hard. That's why those bans are so weird. An XP laner, a jungler, a mid laner, a roamer. I can't remember the last time a metagame was this in flux.
Fanny Gold Lane.
So the pick for SRG, I'd say lock in that gold laner right now. Show us. Leave the mid so that you can kind of prio balance that with the Belleric with red 5. So I'd say expose that gold lane right now. I'm sure Innocent can handle it, whatever it is. Like, if it's going to be a Moskov, that would be really good. Oh, instead, it's a mid laner first.
Okay.
Kimmy.
So they want to hold on to Innocent's pick. Get with the Kimmy. They have a whole lot of crowd control, man. Like, this is so much crowd control that SRG is looking to potentially play with. Right now, there's a lot of damage, and soak up.
Sebab semua game bawah 15 minit. Fanny, Walir je. Walir tak boleh. Canga. Mana ada orang main canga tu dekat tournament macam ni.
You want to go ahead and take the ultimate to Ruby, the I'm Offended. There's some great setup potential there. Now, these next 2 picks will put all the pieces to the puzzle for Onic.
They need crowd control. Now you mentioned it. There's that crowd control. Massive source.
Kimi dah metabolic ka.
Kimi ngam je.
Again, there's a world where it's actually
Kimi dah meta balik. Nanas kayak biasa.
It's a jungle
Gwyn dan juga Matilda. Weh, good.
You know?
Good draft doh daripada kiri.
Okay, so this kind of makes
Onic.
sense now. It's like a well-written Nolan film, the very first
So
one.
agak
And maybe
susah
look at the
juga
tenant.
untuk nak
So,
ditangkap.
it's non-linear drafting.
Okay, non-linear draft.
Franco Assassin bang lo. Kemarin
I like
saya
how
sampai
it
nangis
doesn't,
karena bang
come to
lo
fruition
got
until
live.
the very end,
Oish,
though. Then
sampai
we
tahap
really
itu
know where it's going, but dude, this Matilda
Got a
yesterday
damage.
alone caused so much trouble for the opposing team, just because again, mobility, right? Shields.
Aku rasa kan
Pretty good poke, I'd say.
boleh
too,
jadi
after she got
cloud
that
doh
buff
kat sini.
back when that last couple patches ago when she got that buff on her wisps, she's able to actually go ahead and poke pretty well. You pair it up with this Guinevere, who
Atau
gives you
Obsidia.
also great crowd control.
Okay,
And now the
confirm
answer,
Ruby
So Esmeralda's
gold lead.
Moskov.
might as well. We know there's shields that are going to be popping up over here.
Mana
Get
datang
the
damage
Esmeralda,
tu?
Go ahead and deal with that. This is the eternal battle in the XP lane. Not too much is going to happen there, but everything will happen around these objectives. Now, Leo, real quick before we jump into the game, who are you leaning towards for game one?
Damage.
It's a best of 3.
Kimi
You
tu.
can only do so
Rak
much.
Kimi,
in
tapi
the
Kimi
3
late game dah
That's
tak
hopefully
function
what we
guys.
get. Where you
Bila
going
dah
towards
ada
for game one?
Radiant
I
Armor,
really like how
apa semua dah
decisive
tak
Onic
function.
are. I was so sure that Cram was going to
Agak lain. Okay. It's okay. Tapi saya lebih kepada draft sebelah kiri lah. Yang bodoh-bodoh saya lah kalau draft nampak macam kiri ada advantage.
Allow Kimi
Tapi tetap
beat
sokong
Onic.
SRG guys.
all of the aforementioned shields.
Esme counter Uranus.
with that said,
Alright.
I'm liking Onic.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
sure,
the
you get
info.
Solutions, but at the end of the day, who's the beatdown? Who's dictating
Tapi
what you're
dua-dua
allowing
keras
your opponent
tu.
to do? That's Onic. So I'll say Onic had a better
Pokok
plan.
damage ya.
Yes, SRG did
Okay,
get
let's
a
go.
bit of it, but going into
Bismillah.
game number one, I'm with the squad who says this is what
May
we're
the
gonna do,
best
what you gonna
team
do about it.
win
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer to jump
Alamak.
the game. Again,
Terus
first
pause.
game of the day. Want to make sure
Makan
that
dulu
they
bang.
have everything settled.
Itulah
for our
saya nak
players
order apa
here.
yang makan.
Granted that it is, that
Send pun
granted
boleh
that it
Ruby.
is
Send lah
3
Ruby ya
games.
ni.
Gotta go ahead and get the
Saya nak makan
best
apa
situation for our players. Now, one thing's for sure, I think it's felt this way, man, where it's like the drafting because of the nature of having these heroes that can be flexed,
Shawarma
having these kind
camping.
of surprises, especially
Makan
when it's
shawarma
like the
lagi.
last,
I am Gepic
two
Bangalore
picks on
D.
both sides of the last, let's say the last pick
Makan
for
saya nak shawarma
right side
lagi.
there, that red 5 pick. There's so much that can happen here, but one thing is that it's almost it feels almost coin flippy in a way, where it's like, okay, there's clear strategy happening in the draft, but sometimes with certain teams, right, even at this highest level like this with Onic and SRG, some of these team fights are kind of weird because even if you have a lead, 5,000-6,000 gold, it's gotten to this place where, again, think what Harara has showed us that she's capable of doing. The way she moves
Nasi goreng
around
lamb
the map
chop,
and
eh.
everything else. Sometimes you think you have a
Makan nasi
team
lemak
fight once,
sekais.
and
Betul
Taco
juga.
Taco
Okay, let's
Cyber
go.
Bang.
Matilda helps you do that. So here we go. We're going to be jumping into the land of Dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's the semi-finals here for the games of the future. We got a best of 3.
Tanah sedap, tanah
One of these
sedap.
teams
Kita
will
tengok
move
game ni
on
sedap ni
to
tak sedap.
the
Kita nak tengok ni.
grand final, and one will be knocked down to that third place match. So let's go ahead and jump into this one.
Beras malam ni
Good priority coming in from SRG. The space that the Kimi and the Bellerix
So betul lah. Aku pun kalau main Balearic ambil first skill dulu. Itu siapa marah saya? Bang, boleh tak ambil second skill?
Matilda and Valentina
Aku tak faham kenapa nak second skill dulu. Second skill just macam baik doh ni. Good, fast rotation.
All right, a little bit of early poking happening here in the mid lane. Of course, this is kind of what we expected. It's funny because the matches yesterday, I felt like were a little more, in terms of the mid lane, you didn't see, when it got to game 3, you didn't see that crazy.
Ini dua-dua keras bila nak mati tak tahu. Okay, let them enjoy.
First turtle is let's see if we can get some battle spells out. Let's see if we can actually cause some havoc here, potentially get a first blood. But when that doesn't happen, it's
First
kind of
skill
more of a
untuck
stalemate
clear
into that first
CPAT.
turtle, then
Second
you're like,
skill
okay,
untuck rotate river.
eventually,
Invade.
this big fight is going to break out. Looks like they're going to go for Cram. It's tanky enough, though.
Oh,
all right.
Given that was just a 3-man gank, Onic tried, and you can see how early on, even without items,
Early game Uranus boleh makan. Oh,
But again, Cram, no worries there. Did not need to pop the Purify. Maybe just needed to regen, so that's a free resource. Turtle spawns in the upper quarter. Good start for the bottom as well. Sans here in trouble. Forced to flicker back.
Baik doh, Stormy.
Finds it. SRG draws first blood. Up top, though,
Sini pun kena ke?
force a Purify from Cram, and they will trade off for SRG's team captain's down. Here comes SRG.
Wih, baik tu.
Uni takes him down. Onic out of jungler, circling Eagle. Knocking him down, but Stormy gets away.
Kenapa dia cakap?
When Uni finds K-Boy.
Caster,
Dash on back.
apa tu?
SRG, massive win across 2 lanes.
Oh man, that was really good from SRG. And
Hai,
it should
very,
result
laju
in
tu
them
backup.
Getting this turtle, because I don't think Kyrie's going to be there in time.
Caster pun boleh buat suara macam-macam Kakak katanya. Apa kakak?
Kills too.
Aduh, Caster.
Type 2 Ada Suara Anomaly.
Cukup rokok Oh, itu aku tahu. Yang selalu apa daripada India punya konten tu kan. Masak-masak semua tu. Yalah, aku tak faham kenapa orang tak berani bawa Franco kalau bawa Franco.
Amazing jungler, but Udi when he stepped in, even back in Paris, people were like,
Keluar suara betina dia
how would this pan out? Well, now Uni starting strong in game 1 against Onic to get SRG to the grand finals here. This is something that can snowball out of control.
Baik Uni.
You got to be a little cautious.
Very
about
fast
this
rotation.
because The way that just Harari can do some crazy things. This is why I was saying it almost felt coin flippy because of her kit, and that's why if you're going to pick a Guinevere, which we saw banned out quite a bit of times,
Apa korang nak buat ni?
play with that potential to go in spatial migration, Requiem combo. But what they can't let happen here, Leo, is those stacks to build on the Sky Piercer of Uni. Remember when we've seen a fully stacked Sky Piercer Herrera, how dangerous it can be.
I don't think dangerous is the word to describe it.
Please reveal our community gift. What is that, bro?
Selangor Giants now crossing over to the lower quarter of the map. They know that they
Alah, sayang.
They have tempo on their side. They're forcing Kelra back. And here's
It's
the
okay, it's
issue
okay.
with the
Ulti tidak digunakan lagi.
right? If you're holding the map hostage, you're winning. But if your opponent doesn't care, you're kind of just a big meat shield, a walking ward. Your vision that floats and moves around. So I think that's what Selangor Giants are taking advantage of. The fact that they've isolated Lutfi from the action. It's basically Cram calling the shots, holding down the lane, and then he'll be able to make it back after expanding rivers. Turtle spawns lower quarter.
Lambat tu.
This gap. It's about a 700, 600 gold.
Apa Ulti dah ada dah lagi 10 second.
Turtle's going to be up, but they'll
Diorang akan delay kan?
Again, expanding rivers is the map, so quick rotation.
Love Oren.
For the objectives. SRG doesn't want to go ahead and just start this up blindly, though. They do meet Lutfi here in the mid lane. They knew he was going to rotate down, but not really able to do too much. Cram picking up a chance.
5 man. Sepatutnya dapat ni.
Kelro's getting a good push, though.
Baik.
Turtle secured.
What a yeet coming in from Kyrie.
Kyrie yang dapat, macam tu je.
Pulse thrown out by Stormy, no one home. That's an interesting start.
Dia tak pakai retry tu.
Selangor Giants were overthinking it. They were considering we can take it slow, we have them by the ropes, and then Onic says, nah, we have you by
Tak
the
bahaya
ropes
tu.
all this while.
Betul.
Kelra doesn't even
Dia tak pakai
care.
retry.
I think he paid for that coaching session with that turret down bottom, and he said, I'm gonna get my reps.
Bukan maret, langsung tak guna retry dia tu.
Get a slow push. I don't think Innocent can stop this.
Yeah, again, I think he was treating that like a punching bag, basically as a turret falls. Kelra just goes ahead, converts
dia tak tekan retry.
plus get that turtle helps them. Again,
Mungkin dia tak perasan kot. Dia rasa macam apa Gwyn tak ada kat situ.
Now that's pretty much been taken care of. Sans holding on to his own Wrath of the Dryad here. This is a very slow-paced game in terms of fighting.
Onic masih di depan guys
Both teams' compositions
dalam 300.
are that way, right? Uni wants to get stacks, he wants to get kills, which he started. But Onic responds by just kind of slowing things down. If they can steal objectives, kind of take them away from SRG like that turret and like that turtle, then they're happy with that because, again, they're fighting into this game of we've got utility, right? I think that's the biggest thing on their side is they've got utility to work with. And they have to be a little more, they have to play a little more
Onic sampai selesai ya. Bakar rata saya.
just because of the crowd control overload.
Okay, dapat.
Dryad stack pending on Sans.
Uni.
Uni says, I will get mine. Couple of iframes already. Kyrie looking for his man.
Mistake. Itu mistake bang itu mistake
Overextended himself.
Nak bagi tahu itu mistake.
Already down about 1,000 gold. They miscalculated how much range they could play with. Onic are calling the shots. Kelra books another membership
kick,
up top.
Uni
He has
itu
a
kick.
second punching bag to deal with.
Ya, Uranus pengacau betul. Sama juga kita ada SRG ada Esme. Benda yang sama boleh buat. Apa yang Uranus buat, Esme pun boleh buat benda yang sama.
If he continues to do this, he might rotate down with the expanding rivers just so they can secure this third turtle. It's being held here. It's going to go for a reset. Kelro makes his way. Sounds will clear out the wave. He doesn't have an ultimate stolen yet.
Lutpi doesn't even care, man. This is best case scenario.
Okay, dapat.
Onic have forced SRG to respond, but the Giants will take the turtle.
Base
and
RCC.
Lutpi continues. No. Onic did not get to take advantage of Lutpi's spacing.
Gila doh si Uranus ni. Bila nak mati?
What is Onic playing here? What's the long-term benefit of
Aku tak rasakan late game ni ada damage doh untuk SRG ni.
SRG have effectively closed the gap. They stopped the bleeding. Joseph, there's just barely 2,000 between them. That could have definitely gotten worse, but SRG put a bandage. In comes Kelra. Punches Innocent in the face. Enough to stop him.
Kenapa doh?
Stops the rest of them. Now Uni finds Kyrie.
Kenapa doh, Caster?
Dash, an iframe. A little bit more left in the tank. Uni stacks. Finds Keyboy. Takes a bit of damage from Kelra. Punch to the face. Spell Vamp will keep him top.
Apa yang disuka
Just like
dengan?
that, a domino effect. SRG now close the gap once again. Barely 500 between them.
Well, I don't know. You asked me what was the play. What
Burung
was the
kakak
long
tua,
game here for Onic? Well, I think they're losing control of the potential for something to happen here. Leo
Boleh ambil dua kot. Boleh. Cun.
Most likely going to go down as SRG is controlling the space. They do clear out the wave, but it's under half health now. And with a Lord
4-man rotation guys, 4-man rotation. Nampak?
SRG is showing
Dia orang bergerak 1-4 ni. Ataupun 4-1.
They have more damage to work with. I mean, Keyboy was deleted there, it seemed like, from Uni. You know, he's able to go ahead and happen. And maybe this will tell us why. The items that we're looking at right now, you can see a bit of a difference over there for the XP, the mid, and the jungle, obviously. But one of the biggest things, again, is just the threat of stacks on a Hirara. Even without the crazy amount of damage that we're used to seeing with marksmen, for example, when they get that whole that trinity of items set up, it's just the amount of burst and ability they can work with here. And here's one of the things Onic has to do is, you know, again, crowd control being SRG's one of their biggest favors. We saw it earlier in one of the team fights where if your Wrath of the Drider, I'm Offended, and even the Traction Pulse don't land the way that they want them to, then you can re-engage into the fight and make something happen with themselves. Kelra more so just has to kind of wait for that opening, you know? That's one of the main things. He's mostly just been punching turrets. Well, pretty soon he's going to have to start punching SRG here. This Lord is up.
Yeah, bawa makro SRG kalah guys.
Go ahead and just delay this further. There will be a wave cleared up top by Uni as they go ahead and get ready to take this. They might just look for a fight. Conceal's used.
Okay. Lord here, taking quite a bit, down to a quarter. Uni going to punch him. Lutpi holding down, left mid brush. Taking a few hits from Stormy. Lord gets reset. No action just yet. Coming in! Big 3-man! Make it a 4-man! Requiem coming through! But the damage isn't true. Kelra couldn't get the right punches. There's the stolen Wrath of the Dryad. Yums once more. Cram putting about a bit of damage, dancing around him. Shields for you, shields for me. Down goes Stormy. Damage. Finds him, now Innocent falls. SRG are down 2 men. Yums running away, he's burning.
Ada damage guys.
And now the iframe saves Uni as well. But another circling eagle. Does this ult not have a cooldown? Onic are happy with what they got. Cram maybe one more, make it 3. They missed a hat trick. Uni iframes through, but Kelra catches him in the chin. And now Cram might fall, but Cram does find Kelra first. 3 for 1. Massive win for Onic. We're going back and forth here, Joseph, as Kyrie threatens another ult, and he finds it.
Serious?
The Requiem plus the stolen Wrath of the Dryads once again. The pulse won't stop it. Keyboy falls. Hume's still alive. Lutpi trying to put Ionic Edge sacks. Kyrie gets a double. Now Stormy gonna be up next. Kyrie! Stormy gets taken down. Innocent. Not enough life steal on this Ruby. That's a wipeout.
Tak boleh.
They played the long game, Leo. What a team fight. That was dragged out so much.
Tak boleh guys macam ni.
2-3 circling
no
eagles
damage.
and a bunch of
no damage guys.
and they're going to be able to secure themselves a Lord here. But man, talk about patience. You know, being able to maneuver around that, you know, Kalra able to go ahead and secure the kills there when he needed to. But then it was just Loopy being that front line bulwark and then playing around Keyboys, guiding Wind and circling Eagle, allowing Kyrie the opportunity to find the right moments of, okay, I can jump in here with that spatial migration, Violent Requiem when it's up, and make it happen. I mean, these are such long and extended team fights. And think, the last time we used to see this is every single time there was a Revitalize on the play. But now there isn't. It's just these compositions. They allow these long team fights to happen. And now for SRG, they're going to lose some real estate across the map. The top tier 2 goes down. Kyrie pushes that. They try to deal with this Lord as it's going to slowly make its way to the base turret. Meanwhile, mid turret should go down next. But
I'll tell you now,
knocking on the base.
It's cooldown and spell vamp. That's what's causing all of this, and they're forcing Purifies. As soon as Onic finds that, they go for the kill.
Okay, dapat satu. Itu dapat satu, dapat satu.
Inhibitor, mid falls, Lootpi taken down by Oni. Stacks traded here and there, gets one up. Some key item pickups for Selangor Red Giants. Onic are happy with what they did. No more outer turrets for Malaysia's champions.
Okay. They find Lootpi. I'm so surprised that he goes down that quick. But, yeah, they lose some Holy Defense Shield. Now SRG's looking for a potential play here. Kyrie sees them.
Oh, massive Requiem finds 3. Comes in for another circling Eagle. Serves up Innocent. And now even Yooms won't survive. Cram is dancing away his troubles. He will survive, thankfully. Has enough tankiness. Flicker and combo coming in from the gold standard.
Habis, wipe out lagi.
Cram the only one left. It's a wipeout.
Wipe out. 2 kali wipe out tu.
KOs. And now they go straight for the inhibitor. And I think this is where we say, that's it.
Onic.
So setuju guys, saya setuju Aku yang tengok pun dah bagi tahu draft belah kiri lebih solid, belah kanan tak ada damage. Sebenarnya kalah draft. Kalah draft. Game pertama kalah draft. It's not a good draft. Tak ada damage guys. Tak tahulah ini saya yang cakap. Orang lain tak tahu. Mungkin mereka ada POV yang berbeza. Boleh je main bang. Kena main macam ni kan. Mungkin. Tapi ni bodoh-bodoh saya lah. Tapi bukan nak mengecam coach tak. Tapi saya rasa macam draft ini damage-nya tak cukup. Tak ada. Sebab bila mid game apa semua, enemy dah ada radiant armor guys. Bila dah ada radiant armor, tak masuk. Damage macam mana nak masuk? It's okay. Baru satu game. Santai. Baru satu game. Kan?
Game 1 draft Kerang damage.
Yes, setuju. Kena angkat lagi dengan Guinevere. Betul. Lepas tu datang pula si Pakito datang jab. Boom. Kan? Dia kena tengah lompat. Guinevere. Pakito datang jab. Settle bang.
Brew 1 game Domenulok laugh cry.
Tak ada. Tak apa. Relax. Santai. Normal.
XDE damage left.
Berapa bang? Baru 1-0. Best of 3 guys, best of 3. Jadi nanti kalian yang tengah membacot-bacot ini, nanti kalian kalau SRG 21 jangan lari guys.
Abglord OKK2.
Belum, saya okey. Tu saya takut nak menjerit-jerit ni.
And what a game right there.
Siapa yang jaga kau?
SRG right there. I mean the first map down.
Adakah dia orang ni atau caster lain
of winnings. I mean, they are not just stopping it, they are unstoppable practically. Right, we are back here on the desk after the map one. Here we have Steel Boko with me. My name is Heidi, and this is going to be interesting to see how this unfolds.
Adakah secara halusnya kan dia bagi tahu ayam.
What do you think?
I think
Cuba bagi tahu.
it's purely amazing.
Bosan lah tengok. First game tu sebenarnya tak ada fight doh. Easy game doh untuk Onic. Sumpah. If you ask me lah, sorry lah fans SRG. Easy game untuk Onic. Very easy. Yeah, easy. Serious.
It just was incredible, like one stop.
Adalah pergerakan-pergerakan 1-2 yang dapat enemy apa semua, tapi tak cukup. Overall, Onic win very easy.
There's nothing SRG could do. But before that, nonetheless, we'd like to appreciate our title sponsor here at the Mobile. It's Freedom. Thank you very much for being a generous, making a general sponsor and being supported for this.
Apa kita dah udah makan dah?
Without you, this whole event wouldn't be possible. Thank you very much for your support, and let's get back into the game itself. I mean, yeah, just like what I said. 2 team fights after that.
Ragebait.dtg.
SRG could do.
Yeah, I mean, I think we kind of saw how it went yesterday with the Onic, how they performed, especially when initially the SRG actually went ahead and was taken. We can see the highlights up on the screen, but we saw the Onic perform pretty much the same when they were facing yesterday with the DFYG on the second game. I mean, it was very close. DFYG was going ahead, but then there was a huge turnaround, starting with Kyrie getting the load steal. But here are the today's highlights right there. We can see how Onic actually turned the game around, and then after that there was no stopping. It was like on and on. It was going on and on. But I think early on we got really good fights starting early on, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, the teams were always on point, always there. I mean, now we see Selangor just making more 2 kills, and this is the fight on the mid fight there, right? So there's going to be a huge turnaround for Team Onic, because from this moment the game is right now it's even, but they'll get 4 kills and then another 4 kills, and from those another 4 kills, it's just clearly impossible to do anything for the team of Selangor Red Giants.
I mean, yeah, I mean, as it went after the 10th minute, I think it went kind of non-stop for Onic. I mean, as soon as the Onic catched up to the tie,
Sent PK Ruby, DXDE damage
rushed down to the end of the game really quickly. And we had some really good fights as well. And around, let's say, around 30 minutes, as we will see on the map, on the highlights, by the time, let's say, 12 to 30 minutes, the SRG didn't have any outer turrets to play with. So that was a very, I would say, disadvantage at the SRG side around that point. And then after that, it was kind of easy for Onic to go ahead, because just before they entered the base for SRG, they already had the team out, the SRG, right? I mean, that was easy for Onic right there to finish it off. I mean, exactly as how the caster said, that was the moment we all said, like, this is it. And there was nothing after that. They were ready for ending the game right there. We are seeing 13th minute right there. This is where we lost the outer turrets for completely for SRG, and then Onic was on a non-stop roll. I mean, when we look at
Ruby MMG Harap ulti Jabukan damage.
Boleh lah.
Boy with the Matilda. I mean, that was interesting to see how that went. And Kyrie went with the Guinevere. But I mean, they made it on it, I would say. I mean, there is no, that's the moment that we had a wipeout at 13:56 right there, and then it was an easy win at that point towards the end.
Yeah, what I wanted to say, the Uranus was so crazy. Yes. I mean, the way how much damage he absorbed, Ludpi, it's just insane. I'm just so curious to see how much damage he got on foot, and when Calare was playing a decent. Everybody from the team of the Onic were playing decent, but for me, Lupi was the most MVP, because he was the most annoying hero in the map, because we saw how he was clearly unkillable after minute 4 or 5. It's just, he just stood there and there's nothing you can do about it.
Of course, I mean, Uni also put up a really good performance right there for SRG with 4-3-4. I mean, that's 4 kills and 4 assists. Even though there are 3 deaths, I mean, he went with Hirara right there. I mean, a hyper-mobile assassin. So, and also I mean, we keep seeing that thing, the conversation where we saw Uni coming in instead of Seekais, and that was a really good move. Actually, I mean, he actually did perform really good as a jungler right there for SRG. But let's not forget, making all your life easier. We all love it because we all like everything on one single app, and that's where the Yandex Go comes in. Make sure you scan the QR code up on the screen. Download Yandex Go because it's going to be so easy for you on your daily life to get everything in one app. So make sure you do that. Do not miss that one. We are only one map down for the first match, which is Onic versus SRG. And again, Onic is still on a roll.
Yeah.
We don't know if they're going to be because the next map is going to decide that, right? I mean, we have the stats up on the screen for both the maps. What do you think, Steel?
I wish I could see the Loot P, for example.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see how much damage he got. I mean, damage taken. Kyrie just played amazing. He has a wonderful KDA of 9. They have similar, what is it called? Similar
PRGIMAMPUS Onic.
Yeah.
They're just both of those players actually. They were here at the panel, guys.
A bit sad.
It will be interesting to see how they're gonna play with number 2.
At Miss Dorayaki, hahaha.
Honestly, man, I have no idea if Onic is going to be beatable.
At Miss Dorayaki, haha.
Red Giants is the
Ada pula IQ tinggi tapi ngetik jorok.
entire tournament who can actually beat them.
1-0 guys, 1-0, 1-0.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, remind you guys, SRG actually, those guys who have won Aurora in the 2-0 in their group stage. So if SRG fails right now, I think the Onic is gonna get another trophy in their sleeve. Yeah.
I mean, two tournaments, 2 games of the futures in a row. We don't know yet, but we are just seeing how Onic is moving ahead this fast and unbeatable state. We are yet to see the MVP for today, but I mean, it was good performance. There we have the MVP, Kelra. There we go. We got Kelra. I mean, this is the second. I mean, yesterday we had Kelra as the MVP for their second map. We have the MVP right there, 64% kill participation and 758 GPM. Got 4 kills, 1 death and 5 assists. Good performance. Right?
I mean, he was always there on point.
Yeah.
Keller is always
Apostle Kanaha Masik Live Malay Ni Sesat K.
It's like, in terms of like, he does always above the average. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's always there on the point, always makes those important kills, important moves. And shout out to Keller for being an amazing player. Moving forward, now Selangor Red Giants. Do they have a chance actually to at least take one game off of Team Onic?
I was really wondering because yesterday Selangor Red Giants went with that combo of Melissa and Harley.
Yeah.
And they took both the games, like you said. I mean,
Let's go.
Really good
Kasih satu sama lah SRG
WOI.
Yeah, I mean now.
Kasih satu sama lah SRG.
The other teams are listening because they got the Bandigo series, so we didn't see any. We don't get to see any Melissa, we don't get to see any Harley because both of the heroes were banned. And moreover, now we see actually Melissa. I mean, Valentina and Barretts are actually getting more and more in the game, and Belleric also getting
Bismillah SRG reverse sweep.
More picked, I would say, in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean the SRG. I mean, we have to admit that we still have one more chance, right, for SRG to somehow grab the hold of this tournament.
There is a one chance, and
Tingok draft pun .tau SRG Akan Kala. So disappointed.
Tomorrow, it's they have to step up and change a little bit.
That's true.
But what to change, I honestly don't know. Maybe the drafts. Maybe they need to pick Melissa first and ban other heroes, and hope they get other heroes that they would like to get.
Yeah, I mean, as for the combo that we saw Harley and Melissa, last time Innocent picked Melissa, but this time he went with Ruby, who's a durable front line with heavy CC, but I don't know, do you think they're going to get back to the old combo
SRG for Luke and Melissa.
We'll definitely see. It's hard to say, to predict anything. It's all the matter on the drafting stage, and we'll see how they prepare, because we don't get to hear any insider information per se, so no expectancies, but I hope the game will be game 3, because otherwise the game will be quick.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, shout out to Selangor Red Giants, because they played first 4 minutes phenomenally.
Yes.
They got the kills, they got the turtle, they were taking the mid and the map control overall.
Yeah.
However, I mean, Onic is just great players, so they nonetheless they got a good net worth lead. We hear that players are getting ready, and so our casters are getting ready. Leo and Naiso, please take it away, guys. Let's get to watch the second game.
Okay, thank you guys again for breaking things down there for game number 1. Again, big shout outs to Ilyas and Heidi for being a part of this. You know, it's been a pleasure. And now going into game 2, we have to make some adjustments. I would say, especially if you're SRG off of that, kind of the way the game unfolded.
Siapa
it was such
lebih
an
tua aku
extended
mute.
game, you know, like this back
Tak
and
payahlah
forth.
mute.
And I don't know, maybe
Biar
we're
je.
gonna start banning the Matilda out.
Normal lah tu. Kalau kata SRG kalah, it's time for them untuk membacot. Kan itu memang dah jadi budaya.
We've seen longer fights. We've seen
It's a
longer
new
games.
era.
I think
Kalau
we're
SRG
just
tiba-tiba
normalizing
sekejap
it.
lagi menang 2-1, habis budak-budak kita akan pergi serang.
Space in MLBB esports that everything that
Apa gaduh-gaduh MSC aja korang luar menang. Mana Indo, mana Malay.
with an open mind.
Ini team spirit.
I don't want to panic ban anything. If you ask me, there's a world where they just go
Alright,
back
let's
to their
go.
original bans. Because there's a world where SRG
Tolong
actually
lah,
won
janganlah
game 1.
macam ni aku.
That's true. I would say, I'm trying to think if they let the Matilda go.
Guys,
I think
okey
they
ke
just have to
kalau
change the order
kalau
of the
habis
draft or
GOF ni
do
kan,
what we saw yesterday, man,
aku
where,
pergi
it was
tidur
basically
hospital
a
3 hari.
what do I call it? The Filipino ube versus the
Ah,
Turkish
sedap lah guys,
delight,
padahal.
right?
Yeah.
Because that's what it was. It was a Matilda on one lineup and then a Raphael on the other, right?
Okay.
And so maybe that might be one of the things where it's like, okay, if we see a Matilda, let's just grab a Raf or something else, you know, that can
GI
help
Hospital
kinda match up to
BG.
that.
To be fair, these two
Da
teams
kenapa pula?
have gone too deep into the Southeast Asian macro that they can't.
Masuk Hospital
I think
Puasa
based on
Vitamin
how
Sekali.
they're working, right?
You tak
On
boleh
the flip
ukur
of a
sana.
dime, switch over to something closer to the Turkish delight. I think they've even with Uni, right? Even with the switch up on Uni, even with you know, Kelra being there.
Ask Final Con.
Kelra actually spent a good amount of his career in the Filipino macro-centric metagame. So I'd say
Jerebu
focus
kali
more on the
bukan.
task at hand.
Tanggula.
And look at that.
Nurse
There's
Lawa
only one man
Bangalore.
that
Kat
changed,
mana?
man. It's just the Paquito. And then
Ni tapi kat
everything
Cyberjaya
else
memang
stopped.
lawa-lawa pun.
Do we go
Kalau
Would you-
yang
would you
private
go
yang paling dekat,
red, blue one Barats or blue one
kalau
Bellarine?
biasa dekat Puchong.
I think oh man, I think this is going to be blue on Barrett's. They don't want to give that over to Lupe.
Or Hirara.
Yeah. Oh, that's the tough choice. That's a tough one because even so, Harari was okay
At
for
Baku
Uni
Tumbu
the last game,
Ju
right? He was
Bukanla.
getting some stacks with Sky Piercer and everything
Hisep
else. He was
Deket
moved across the
Tonki
map.
Airbang. Selamat.
But I think having a Barrett's would actually help them. They just have to be willing to trade that. So, dude, I think you give it over to Cram. You have to take this Barrett's.
Okay, we got Barat.
There you go.
Apa yang di ban Freya, Melissa, Selina oleh Onic, Paquito, Marcel dan juga Atlas. Alright. Now Barat diambil dulu. Saya rasa dekat sini Hirara.
Onic knows the tempo. At least Onic now knows this is the kind of game we're playing. It's a slower, more solid.
Boleh jadi Hirara dan juga
Okay, let's see
Zuxin.
if they decide to do that. Yeah. Was that a world
Uranus
collector?
mungkin lagi
There's
sekali.
another
from
rank
here,
now,
man.
Joseph. There's a new
Is there?
rank.
Uranus
It's a
Hirara.
new rank.
It's not what I am.
At Ryza A7X UE
It's
Cholesterol
after
Erk.
world collector.
Yeah.
What universe collector is that? What
Let me,
is
let me
that?
double check.
What's
Right?
what's better
Uranus?
than world collector, man? Like
Betul, satu dah kena.
what is the above of world? I would think universe
Or Galaxy.
or galaxy. Speaking of galaxy,
Hirara.
Uranus
Fuh.
gonna be picked up.
It's
Steady lah, Bang
the
Lot.
advanced server, so we don't have it yet.
Oh,
Alright.
okay. We don't have
So
it yet.
man's the
Spoilers.
world
Sorry.
collector. There it is.
Okay, so saya rasa dekat sini.
And the Hirara. Okay, so they wanted an answer to the Barats first. So
Yeah.
Fanny
Uranus.
Claude La SRG.
Yeah,
Nolan
we're gonna go with the Uranus here.
is a good
That's
choice.
fine.
Boleh bagi damage ke Uranus juga.
Go in the hands of
Of course, saya
Kyrie.
rasa
I'd be a
kena
little
ambil
worried.
carry. Tapi saya tak tahu lah carry sekarang ni okey tak okey untuk digunakan.
Sells at the Hirata. Some junglers, do it better than others, but nonetheless. she's
Kan
still
kalau
kind of
kata
broken.
lain,
I think
marksman,
just the mobility that she has. But that's
apa
why the catch is so
Obsidia.
important. I think that's
Obsidia
why
lam-
Barrett's first pick
lambat
blue
tu farming.
side is actually very valuable here. Not only do you take it out of the hands of Loopy, but it allows you to go ahead and get that
Harley.
potential setup. You alleviate some of
Brody.
the pressure on your roam, and you go with that. Now,
Carry
they're also
Sanan
gonna go ahead and
Kena
lock
Dengan
in the
Harana.
jungle and the gold lane already.
Betul juga dia keluar
Taking
masuk.
up the Harley, which we saw banned previously, and then they get the Brody.
Okay, good amount of burst coming in.
Wah.
You'll be able to take advantage of whoever gets caught.
Orang
Then as
Kazakhstan
well.
mendukung Indonesia,
Good
guys.
global presence here fans from all over the world in the
Roger,
stadium
Bang Lot.
supporting
Roger,
their favorite fans, their favorite teams as hardcore fans for games of the future. I love it. How does Onic close
Fake.
up? Do they find an answer to the Brody immediately?
Oh.
What do we have left? Do we want to see? Does Keller go fighter again? Is a good question.
Pokok.
Could he go fighter against the Brody? Is that
Ya,
something you really
sama
want to do? Or maybe he
pokok.
just matches
Lilia sedap.
range for range and
Bila
gets the
sebut
glint,
tentang Lilia
unless
sedap.
it's
Mana
gonna
Lia?
be banned out. I think it's funny. Okay, there is a Matilda ban.
Takkanlah
That
satu hari
perspective
aku
is gonna
tak
come
stream
through.
Lia, kita
SBB
lupa. Mana
Diwork
Lia?
It's
CKP
interesting,
Malaysia
man.
X
Like, I feel
PKO
like
TAC.
even now,
Wait, Lia mana Lia?
we're seeing
Lawan Harara
the meta's
Wajib
not changing
Ruby.
a bunch, but it's like slightly
Lupa dah pasal
shifting,
Lia.
right? There are some shifts here happening. I think one of them is like even the Claude. The Claude has kind of been a more of a struggle, right? Because even
Siapa
back
Lia?
in,
Ish, awak
Paris
mana
was so
tahu
much
Lia?
Claude,
Enough
Moscow,
BNG.
the likes of
Enough,
that, and
bang.
eventually some of these other picks started
Yo,
My
Tata Cila.
OTW Bollock
Ah,
dating.
okay. Tata Cila dah ada.
Awak Pan Lupa.
Nona dah ada. Grace dah ada.
Unless it's going to be one of these bands from SRG.
The Claude just
Lia
doesn't
tak
fit the
ada.
whole game plan or the pacing that the Paris
MCM
metagame
Mana NK side chick
once
20.
allowed, but now maybe? I don't know. Especially since you have the Brody who kind of waits for that mid-game power spike as well. Lo Yi gets banned out. Mid is kind of tight.
Leah on id
I
Leah's
gotta say
Bang
now,
Lord.
Mid is kind of tight.
Leah Demum
If some way,
CZA
somehow
BG
Selangor
Lord
Giants
X
end up
live
with the
Semalam.
Eudora in mid,
Apa?
then that's an early game snowball that they're looking at. We might go to game 3.
Lia demam kau balot tak live.
Okay, I would like the game 3, man, if they can. Lo Yi is interesting. Go with the Lo Yi ban.
Cuba tekan ref.
He-
Okay. Matilda di ban, Loyi di ban.
If it has, it's only probably popped up maybe
Aku
once
rasa
or
yang
twice,
akan di
even
ban
in
dekat
group stage.
sini
A quick look.
Sociabuzz.
SB.
But the Lo Yi, being
No
surprised
clip
ban, he's
TZ.
still gonna have
Malah
that,
nak Abang Lot.
last
Macam mana
game
nak
here
jaga
for
hati wanita?
Onic.
Share tips
See
game.
what they decide
SBBA
to
BG
go
Lord
with.
X
They're
live
still honing in
SMLM.
on the roam,
Bang,
so
simple
they're gonna
bang.
go for the Eudora.
Jaga hati wanita tu tak perlu sebenarnya tak perlu jaga pun. Apa yang perlu jaga? Perempuan ni just dia tak perlu sebenarnya tak perlu jaga.
Tesla.
Dia hanya nak tengok kita, bila dia tengok kita dia senang, tengok kita dia akan jadi senang.
So one more
Ah.
for SRG.
Dia senang tengok kita, dia akan jadi senang. Macam mana dia senang tengok kita? Kalau kau adalah seorang yang lelaki yang bertanggungjawab, kan? Kan, balik rumah happy go lucky, relax, santai. Kau tak takut. Sebab apa kau takut? Sebab kau ada skandal kat luar.
X Sanam.
Kan balik nak sorok-sorok, kan itu apa semua.
Yeah, against Kelra.
So balik santai tak ada apa pergi. Dia tengok kau senang, dia akan senang. Jadi kau pun senang tengok dia senang.
Biarkan mereka bebas dan kasih duit kalau aku leka.
That Matilda or the Rafaela, or at least the answers to each other, they actually get answered in the
Boleh
draft.
guys
There's
saja
the
menang,
clip.
insyaAllah
I
boleh
called
menang.
it. That Brody was picked up early on, so you might as well play range for range.
Okay,
Clint
Rafaela
really
di
helps that.
ban
Again, these are
dan
like
juga
two heroes,
Eudora
too,
di
that
ban.
gets picked up against Melissa.
Clint
If that's
telah
the
pun
case, they still go with
diambil.
traditional marksman.
Okay,
But
now
this is
Nona,
also just
Nona.
really
Apa yang
helpful
tak ada?
because when you have a Brody paired up with a Harley, you know, your whole job is let me get these marks
mid
off.
dan
You got that
juga
little
roam.
stun that can come
Makin
Dua mid.
banyak
in.
yi
You have
sedap
enough
tu.
safe
Ciao ke?
distance to try to
Hanbol
stay
like
Tapi dah sana ada
Diego.
dua keras
Dryad or
Aku
having
rasa Lilia
Luke be
kot.
in your face here if you're innocent. But even so, trying to stay away from Kyrie, man, is something that have to happen. You know, a lot of people out there believe in Onyx going to 2-0 this. Well, SRG, I would say, has a game plan to make sure that doesn't happen.
At Maruel Ishtar Duit Pending Wu X Jaga Hadi Pon XP.
Valentina glue.
City. Selangor Giants close off the draft with a Valentina and a glue. So that mid lane ult stealer goes over to the other side.
Okay, Valentina dia okey lah, dia copy ulti.
What goes into the hands of San
Still aku
here?
rasa macam
At Nona Nona Bake 2 noted.
Yeah, mid range is where SRG plays, so maybe Farsa with
Let him bury a Dulu.
Good read. Again, there's
Hey,
very
Miss
little
Dorayaki,
can
welcome.
dive through the bodies that Onic are dropping, especially with the additional one in the Eternal Guard.
ya macam
Great read.
kurang damage
Unusually
juga tu.
skittish when it comes to Vexana's coming through, but for this one,
Brody ni scaling kan? Hero scaling kan? Dia perlukan
no huddle here. No huddle.
dia perlukan item kan?
She's gonna full send the Eternal Guard.
At
Man.
Maruel Ishtar
it's one of the
Kalau
things, though, I
Seda
remember
Pon
when it
Adas
first
Tilam
popped up,
Mahal
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Maknanya dia kena
back even in
main
the wild card of
hati-hati.
MSC, we're wondering, what is
Early
the
to
purpose
mid
of this?
game.
What is the logic here behind it, especially with the meta, the way it was forming? It makes sense. Again, being able to
So, okay guys,
utilize the
saya rasa
guards, little kind of
kali ni
knocked up
draft
when he
lebih
summoned
kurang
down,
equal
and
je.
then, of course,
Cuma
her kit.
kacau dia
And
sekarang
there's
tak
some
apa tau.
decent poke too, so,
Okay,
the
Onic
Vexana's
siapa yang
really
kacau?
done
Aku nak tahu
a
satu
lot
hero je.
better over the
Aku
course
rasa
of
ini
time.
adalah pengacau.
I'm going to
Kalau
lean-
mereka tak boleh
I know
nak
it's Onyx City out there in Astana, man, but I'm
move
gonna lean for
in, move
Brody
out.
Buchan scaling.
I need to
D0
Vezana,
early to mid.
betul. Vezana,
At
Vezana,
Nona
pokok bukan?
BTOL2. Negus
But
Bukan
DLM
pokok.
Maseeds.
whenever
Wax.
Vexana is picked in that spot,
Nampak tu?
it's usually the kill shot. It's usually, we know.
Hampir hilang
for
satu
maybe the
bar
first
tu.
couple of weeks in Paris, but later on, especially now, I don't think Coach Yeb or Coach Chewe would let this slide without it passing their vibe check and getting their permission. Going into game number 2, match point for Onic. SRG have so much to catch up to. I don't know how they're gonna find Suns.
Baik, Sen.
Or even yet better,
Aku rasa
Kelra,
Sen
'cause
boleh
Kelra
carry
invested
tu
in the
game ni.
flicker. I'm afraid for SRG. None of them picked up Purify.
Pon Bole.
Well, Onic doesn't have to worry about popping.
Sen
big
akan
purifies,
carry tu
man,
game ni.
It's all up to the athletic flicker basically for
Oh,
SRG.
oh.
We're gonna take a little breather here while they get things situated. Again, very important for this one, best of 3 series.
Nah,
You're facing a match
makanya
point
lawan
right now
Falcon
to
berasa
SRG.
jauh banget
They
ekspektasi.
want to go ahead and make sure that they have the best playing field. Again, a winner of this series goes to the grand final here tomorrow, which will be our one and only best of 5. Can't wait for that best of 5 to break through because again, the nature of things change when you go from.
Lia mana Lia? Tak tahu doh, Lia hilang doh hari ni.
We've had best of 2s before.
Takkan hari Ahad pun dia kerja. Entah dia pergi dating tu hari ni. Kan?
And then you get those best of 7s. Unfortunately, no best of 7 or no
Meta
best
pause,
of 7
ha, 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 ha,
here.
here.
It's gonna be best of 5 tomorrow.
Confirm.
Actually,
Kaki
as I push
dating
my
ni
glasses
hari
up close
Minggu
to my
kan.
face, we haven't experienced everything, Joseph.
What have we
haven't.
not experienced? Best of 9?
Best of 9. We haven't experienced best of 9, which was done in a
Leah
couple of
Tangok
seasons
Spendeman.
in the WSL,
Spendeman.
the Women's Star League
Spider-Man.
in Asia. In an attempt to take down
Okay,
now
let's go.
Team Vitality, they tried to do best of 9s in the finals. Back into this one though, conjecture out the window. Keyboy put down
Kacau,
50
Vezana kacau.
health.
Tak boleh macam
Him and
masuk.
Humes can just do this forever, especially if Keyboy can punch someone after he
Dapat bola
gets
momentum
his,
SRG down
second
sikit
skill.
kawan. Tak ada.
Okay, well. at least
Momentum
no one
tak
goes
down.
This
Dalam
is what we
GOF
kind of
ni dia orang tak ada
expect, right?
momentum
These,
down.
first
Cuma
beginning
untuk
exchanges
game
in
satu
mid
tadi
lane,
aku rasa macam
that
draft tu
doesn't
macam
happen
kurang
here, so
sesuai.
Turtle still a bit away,
Tak boleh nak
30
main.
seconds from now, but if we think about when these level 4s come online,
Tak ada damage.
and
Draft tu tak ada
Stormy
damage.
is able to go ahead and take one of the ultimates, there's a couple, I would say, there's room for him to most likely be the Wrath of the Giant, but even take his own Eternal Guard.
Kau tengok
I
bergerak
think that
berdua
can
je tu.
actually really help the crowd control for SRG if they want to go ahead and try to find, if it's Kelra. Again, once a flicker is burned,
Okay, good.
for Kelra,
Maknanya
then
dia
maybe
ada
you
cara
can-
nak
that's how
masuk.
you
Satu
catch up.
tunjuk
And so it
depan,
might be up to you
satu
to go,
masuk
okay,
daripada
I'm gonna
tepi.
burn that
Oh,
flicker
itu
for
cara
Kelra.
dia orang main.
Sure. Speed is the name of the game for Selangor Giants. It's a very small
Ah,
window that they can
makan.
open. Massive Detna's welcome coming in. Throw him into the
At a
wall.
piece
Keyboy
Vyasa Epic
does
Band Blue.
survive it even after eating a deadly magic.
Okay.
But Humes ensures that the job is finished. Selangor
Okay, free
Giants
turtle,
go
free
first,
turtle,
gotta
free
go
turtle.
straight to the turtle. They're pushing Lutfi back.
Rain balik
Again, I
kampung.
told you, Joseph, speed is the name of the
Kau
game.
tengok 3 kali ya movement mereka sama. Sama ada Yum yang tunjuk muka depan, Stormy datang daripada tepi ataupun flank, ataupun Stormy yang tunjuk depan, Yum datang daripada tepi. So
Takaya and Uranus.
bagus. Lambat bang, apa je lambat? Apalah bang. Ini bukannya boleh times 2 bang. Tak boleh times 2. Santai. Alah kalau beberapa second kalau orang lain awal pun apa salahnya.
Barretts are so strong. They're so deadly. We saw Lutfi do this multiple times, so why not take a page out of the Book of Onic?
Lagi sekali.
No way. That is
Wih,
welcome
itu
after the
baik
finish.
tu.
It
Betul-betul
takes
Keram
it
buat
down
kerja
as well.
siap.
Selangor Giants
So tanpa Keram tak
are
jadi
on a
ni.
roll. And off of the
Keram
back
yang kena
of a
initiate
singular
dulu.
pick, you were just singing the praises of
Keram
this duo,
telan,
Joseph.
settle kan. Keram telan, settle kan.
He just said, let me show you one and do it better than the last
Okay.
time, man. This time throwing
Game
it
plan,
into
itu game plan
opponent
itu game
to get
plan.
the stun off. Onic kind of shell-shocked right now, man. I feel like they don't have much of an
Okay,
answer.
dia orang pula kena.
Flicker forward, plus an eternal guard.
Express
Take that,
Keen
Stormy
Function
did
Bang
not get the
Baru Game
response. Athletic
HIDPU.
Flicker not found.
Betul,
So I
betul,
think
betul, betul.
Onic is showing them that
HIDUP.
It takes two to tango. If you want to play hardball, I'm game. Comes in with a offensive forward flicker. But I think that's one thing that shows Onic learned their lesson. Maybe now they want to keep Sans at a safe distance. That second combo, that second double kill for Cram, well, for SRG, shouldn't have happened if Sans wasn't in the
Tapi
vicinity.
gua berharap final Vitality bisa menang lawan Aurora. Bisa bang. Vitality
I'd like
kuat
to
bang.
take, I wish we could take a look at the items here too, just to see where the gold laners are at
Hai,
currently. Because
baru
they've been
Stormy mati
in their
sekali
own
dah
world
korang kata
as
dah 2-0
expected, you know, trying to get the best here before they start to pop
Betul-betul.
off. You can see the blade of Hepsies already is
Fan jenis
secured
apa
by
aku tak
SRG
tahu
go.
dah.
Sure what Kelra
Korang tak
decided
nampak
to go here
dia
on
tengah
the
leading
Clint right
3-0.
away, but
Tapi Stormy
we'll
mati
see,
satu saja dah cakap 2-0
as the
eh.
second turtle is up, there we go. So he's got endless
Emang
battle.
sampah
So
tu.
he finished that. Now they're going to fight for this turtle.
Yums on the conceal.
Lambat
looking
1
to
minit.
take the mount
Oh.
on the Suns. Turtle at less than half
Lia
health
tak ada,
right now.
Ted.
Suns still holding on to his ult. Kyrie looking for way in. Flicker!
Oh, what a
Perhaps the
dodge.
Dryads coming through, but Uni still secures. Now a massive detonator's welcome, but plus the mount coming through. And Onic looking for that re-engage. Keyboy eats a face full of deadly magic, still survives.
Nampak kacau tu Wezana ni.
Him. And just like that, Onic are able to at least keep it at deadlock despite being down almost 2K.
At Ted Lia
Yeah,
Kaluar
that
P
looked really
Tengok
dicey. Oh,
Mubila.
up top,
Ya, ya.
up top. Oh,
Betul.
okay, I thought they got really close to getting Cram there.
Karas
And it
Pocock.
was, you know, that was like a slow motion action movie right there. The Daytona's welcome was charged up. He went right for Kyrie, and Kyrie just iframed it on the Hirata to stay alive. But I think this is the difficult part, right? Loopy and also Keyboy, they need to get tanky enough to kind of survive those interactions.
XXAN.
Keyboy
Lihatlah
barely
2-0.
surviving.
Bisa
Again,
jadi
on
bang.
on this
Siapa
balance,
cakap nggak bisa?
your biggest
Aku
strength is
aku
setting
bilang
up with
bisa.
that Ratha Drive, having that little taunt
2-0
interaction too.
bisa.
But you know, once that expended, you're kind of
Tapi
just
bisa nggak
hanging
satu
around.
sama? Bisa.
It's like
Yeah.
you need to be tanky enough.
Yeah, now that you mentioned it, I think that's one of the keys to SRG actually winning the first 5
Kalah
minutes.
balik ke? Kalah menang dua-dua balik guys. Balik hotel dia orang.
Lootby out of his main job, which is to
Ah,
block
hilang.
Barats. Now in comes Onic.
Oh,
They
dia orang
block
buat apa
Yums,
yang-
and Lootby did it. Lootby successfully
Dia
did it,
buat
Joseph.
apa yang
He
SRG buat,
blocked three. He was playing man-to-man defense
C-Mac
on 3
Haters
men.
Sampa.
Okay, dia buat balik apa
At
yang
Ted
SRG
Lia
buat.
Tango
Dia balas balik. Oh, you want to play like this? I show you.
How do we get past this galactic type of whatever he is, creature? You know,
What are you
because
gonna
he's
do
just so tanky. He's so tanky, and at the same time, if you kind of spend too much time around him, you're going to take damage. Cram, get the taunt. Keyboy's up there. They just want to go ahead and keep this turret up. They'll do just that. But now Onic, what they've been able to do is kind of stop the bleeding a little bit. Kyrie's going to get spotted out there, respecting what can happen. You look at the full pullback here from Kelra, though. He knows SRG's trying to make a move.
Kelra! Did he flicker or did we just
He just
trapping
bowled it.
ricochet that? Oh my lord, it's Kelra and Kyrie outdoing each other with mechanics.
Brother just bowled, man. I thought he
Aduh.
burned the flicker too, and now third turtle's up.
So this is 2 turtles going over to SRG. One last could be up for grabs for Onic.
Jericho
Lootby
Tampahan.
again, man-to-man defense from 3 men.
Oh,
Turtle
Yums.
at about half. Oh, you
Hilang.
Eternal Guard and everything but the kitchen sink thrown at him. Kyrie looking to find rage, and he does it. Secures
Hilang
the final
Stormy.
turtle, and now Stormy gets popped. Kyrie gets a stack. Onic not done, pushing Innocent back. Oh, this Brody don't want none of this. He picks up the
Nampak tak apa yang kacau?
Could finish the job, has a couple of stacks on Keyboy. Does not press the torn apart memory.
Nampak tak apa yang kacau?
Finds Uni after committing grand theft orange.
Wezana kacau.
Oh,
Yang keduanya,
Kyrie is
damage
such a
masih
bad
lagi
boy.
tak cukup.
Such a dangerous man. I can already see the crowd waving their 2-0 signs right now for Onic. Again, there's so many
Bapak sakitnya
fans out
Wezana
there
ni.
for Kyrie, and they're seeing him put on a show on the
Okey,
Sierra.
dapat.
Oh,
Baik.
Kelra gets mounted and hit with a torn apart memory, but off camera, we barely catch a couple of kills on SRG, the punish. Usually when a gold laner dies, it's no bueno, but this time, as they say in Kazakhstan, Rahmet, I'll take that deal any day, twice on Saturdays. Purple, secured at least by Yums. It went from worse to bad.
It did. I don't think you want that purple buff on Yums, man, but you know what? Maybe it can help them go ahead and set something up through this.
Vexana Tepi Sikat Taksalisa.
They're not too far behind. It's not the back foot that they're on. Backs aren't against the wall or anything like that, but Leo, it's reminding me of what we saw maybe a week or
Boleh
so
lah,
ago.
boleh. Kena tunggu late game sikit lah. Ini baru 8 minit. Tak cukup damage tu apa Brody tu.
That you always have to take note of. Whether he's flickering,
But late game Harley tak boleh bagi damage guys. Harley dah tak function dah ni late game. Betul tak? Pemahaman saya Harley late game dah tak function dah. So harapkan Brody je.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the same issue with Sans.
Betul, okay.
You have to consider how do we find this main source of damage while still keeping our own essential kit for the
Asyik tak cukup
re-engage.
damage
That's the
itulah.
problem SRG
Tak cukup
are dealing
damage
with
je
right
guys.
now. That's what put him about 2,000 gold behind. Onic are first to the
Luwak
Lord
Indonesia
pit.
knee.
Lord at a third of its health. Cram looking for a good target. Lutpi on his tail.
Okay, dapat.
Oh, but they do get Kaura. Throws him into the wall.
Dapat. Dapat. Satu.
Turns it around. Down goes the gold
Dua dah lari.
Kyrie finds Cram. And Kyrie gets another stack. 404. That's not found. Kyrie looking at
Come on, Sen. Boom. Okay. Good one.
Keyboy gets taken down by Innocent. And now they find sweet revenge on a Yums.
Baik.
Kyrie gets another stack. Make it 5. Onic do stop Selangor Giants from turning it into a conversion. Lord still standing.
Yep, so they stall at the Lord here. A really good fight, though, honestly, for SRG until they had to deal with Kyrie.
15 minit ke atas Innocent punya damage dah tak ada ubat guys
It's because of the patience, right? The patience to be able to get stacks.
Boom. Wih, sayang.
Cutting it close.
Oh, he's fine.
Baik, Dok Stormy.
Kelra flickers back. You won't get me twice, not in a minute. And Kyrie looking to take down Cram with the kind of burst that Kelra has, and those stacks should be possible, but yeah, they turn over to the Lord.
They go for the Lord. Let's see if they delay it.
Massive combo from Onic. They take down 2. Yums and Cram take a nap as Kyrie is 1 away from the max Skypiercer stacks. Oh, he's really bad now.
Oh, man, Leo. He's looking to be as bad as he can be. Almost fully stacked. This is going to be a Lord take here, but this is the problem, man. Look at this. Again, items fall in place. Lord secured. Loopy will keep things together. And it's crazy because Loopy, he's just got an Oracle Radiant Armor and Chastise Pauldron, but that's keeping him
tak mati doh Uranus 008
and just stay in the front side. I mean, we've seen him get relatively close to dying, but this is, you know, the Uranus is just kind of a hassle to deal with. Now, Cram, he's gotten some good Daytona's welcomes. They've gotten some decent fights for SRG, but the problem is not only getting through Lootby, but trying to catch Kyrie. It's almost like they have to pay too much attention. Do we go for Kelra? Do we commit to Kelra, or do we commit to Kyrie? It's like choosing what you want to eat tonight, you know? And that's a big problem for SRG to get through.
Sounds like a first world problem. But it's not just that. They're also thinking about Sans. And all this while, there's this big, massive tree walking up. And whatever the hell Uranus
Apani.
is. Not to mention he's the only Purify holder, which also, get this, gets rid of Brody's stacks. So even Innocent can't deal with Lootby, even if he stood underneath his ult.
Yeah, really good clear here on the Lord, though, at least. We'll see if Onic gets some tier 2 turrets. That might be all they get. SRG's playing really carefully just to not get caught. Their side of the jungle. They've got the waves pushing in, but they're really well handled. So maybe, again, silver lining in this, SRG doesn't have to lose too much off that Lord take.
Siapa nak layan si Uranus ni tu?
They're gonna just hold this orange buff hostage. It looks like Keyboy.
Detna's welcome. Cram throws him right into the wall. Lootby, though, happy to take it. Didn't even
5K
use the Purify.
Bezani for Luke and Savvy moment.
Punish him. Keyboy with a
Baik.
Dryads holds him down.
Yums dah naik ke? Yums dah naik ke? Yums dah naik ke?
So, despite Onic having really good footwork, they have to respect the damage SRG has. 3v4 Yums holding Kyrie and Kelra
Okay,
down,
dua mati
forcing him back. Yeah, Onic have to find neutral again. They can't do it without Sans or Keyboy.
Atas kita menang,
Yeah,
dok.
they're gonna have to back off here. That was really good positioning from Humes, though. You know, he waited patiently in that brush, saw an opening, forced.
Okay, boleh dapat mid ni. Paksa je sikit. Paksa je.
That might be the
Paksa je.
kind of the game plan here
Tak
for
paksa
SRG
tu.
as the fights break out, where someone's gonna play this waiting game. Go from the back line, put pressure. Again, we mentioned this in the beginning of the game, where it's like, all right, we have to pop the flicker from Kelra, or at least put enough pressure on Sans where the Eternal Guard might be dropped down early, so it can't be that setup that's been working for Onic so well. So amidst it all, SRG keeps things kind of under control.
Interesting why Lutfi decided to pop the consecration there. I think he felt there was a
Tak ada
fight
ulti.
about to break out. And I'm not sure if that Detna's welcome attempt was exposed to Onic, but alas, both teams are just playing the map, clearing what needs to be cleared so that they're ready to dance.
With Lord being up, both teams getting in position. It looks like there was some pressure there towards Uni's buff just to see maybe if he could get the retribution out, but
Daripada apa yang aku nampak pattern permainan dia orang, pattern rotation, pattern target
Oh, he doesn't have stacks.
No, he doesn't.
SRG menang dok. Satu sama dok ni game ni.
No one home. He's a tiny little baby dinosaur, and he gets popped here. Kyrie.
Satu sama dok.
Max Stacks making the most of it. Lutfi survives. Double
Saya,
deadly magic sand torn
Satu
upon
sama.
memory. SRG are down a man. They can't even contest. I'm not so sure this is a good idea, Joseph.
Oh, big stack.
Oh, they take down Patrick Star. This is no good, SpongeBob. And the Lord goes straight to Onyx side.
Susah dok Harley nak main kat sini.
I don't know who I feel more bad for. Patrick Star, the glue, or just a small Barats without stacks, man. Feels like, you almost feel bad for him trying to run away from Kyrie.
He was
and
minuscule.
10-0 and 4 right now for the Hirana in the hands of Kyrie. Again, he wanted to put on a show for all the fans out there of Onic. Well, Kyrie is doing just that. I don't know if they're going to go ahead and cap off this game with this Lord push, but SRG, they got to be careful here.
Oh no, he's tiny again.
Bole defense Habe.
Boleh.
Yep. Onic know that Cram needs to build up, so they're taking all of the chances to deny him the stacks. Here we go. He's catching up. He's a medium-sized Barats right now. It's a matter of holding it down. I think he's at max stacks as we speak. But again,
Satu sama. Ni mau dapat lagi je. Boleh jadi back to back champion dok. Sebab tu saya cakap siapa menang match ni boleh jadi champion. So kalau Onic yang menang, maybe back to back GOF champion.
But as long as he hits the heroes too, it should be fine. But Lord is now down bottom. Keyboy with a conceal.
Settle.
Oh, massive Eternal Guard. Down goes Humes. Cram here, approaching max stacks, still holding on to Detna's welcome. Turret down bottom has already been cracked, so there's pressure on their base. Lord still standing, wails away at the mid lane inhibitor a couple times. Sans forcing Uni back, point blank card trick. Onic are taking it slow here. Stolen EG, help him push back, but Kelra takes it down quick.
I think they just want to get this turret, so another wave needs to be pushing in here. So right now, SRG does a pretty good job, I'd say. Now that they've dealt with 2 Lords being secured by Onic, they only lose 1 base.
Harley tak dapat lagi target dah guys
It's just the main thing of
dia tak dapat lagi target.
this position where it converts to a couple kills to Onic.
Sekarang macam mana dia nak flank nak pergi dapatkan target?
Kyrie Hirata. Oh, look at this positioning. Is Uni going to try to make a play?
Okay, so Detna's welcome finds one.
Okay, datang. Satu.
And Kelra gets taken down. Cram finds his man, but Kyrie wants to finish the job. Finds Humes, gets a double, and now Sans survives.
Uni.
Like that, they're down to 2. Uni needs to go home to defend. Stormy, this is a lost cause. Kyrie finds him. Gets to, I can't believe it, 14 kills. 14 kills on Kyrie right now. And I'm not sure Uni can defend.
Dah settle.
Oh, another one.
GG though.
That looks like it's going to be it. Onic will make it happen here.
GG.
The fans in the crowd can cheer because it's going to be a sweep against SRG to get to the grand final once again for another shot at the championship of Games of the Future 2026.
That easy though.
To a rematch. Just like that. Onic.
Mistake innocent Maria Wall.
understanding of the
Dia bukan mistake pasal itu je. Daripada awal pun dah tak boleh main. Aku rasa aku dah boleh menganalisa tu sekarang ni based on draft kan. Memang Vezana tu kacau. Tak boleh masuk. Tak boleh masuk. Dan keduanya memang tak ada damage.
Balik K.
Besok main tempat ketiga, tempat keempat. Next match pukul berapa kalau ikut jadual sekarang pukul 9. Okey lah, boleh on time boleh start on time.
CKP Skies counter Onic.
The Hirara fully stacked, and that's kind of what we've seen in this meta. But again, hopefully we get to hear some insights over on the panel later on. But for now, we are going to be taking it over to a quick break before we head on.
Seronoknya Gelra.
Zaman SRG da berlala guys.
Di belasas yut.
Seda. Selama ADKX pernah Onic menang. Why?
Tapi okey lah, MSC knockout stage pun tak lepas. Dekat sini nombor 3, nombor 4 okey lah. Season MPL MY dipulangi nombor 2 MPL ID. Kasih spicy Bang Lord. Mana nak bagi spicy?
Get home internet and a smartphone for free with a premium family plan.
Get ready for school with WB. WB, all you need for classes and breaks with try-on and payment on delivery.
Terpaksalah terima perkataan Easy Server, Ayam, Malay Dash. Kan? SRG hanya jago di Malay doang. Terpaksalah terima. Terpaksa guys.
Sekis Nak 2-car team Bangalore.
Kita ada makro sikit, ya tambah lagi. Nambah bang, kita ada makro sikit, ya nambah, udah nambah ni. udah nambah ni. Okey. Bang, terpaksa bang, terimalah bang. Terima bang. Fakta ya bang, 5 fakta lah bang. Mau gimana bang, udah SRG kalah, Wamos sudah pulang, lagi mau bilang apa jago, kalah sama Onic. Itu nombor 2 di MPL ID bang, juaranya kalah sama nombor 2 MPL ID bang. Jadi harus terima faktanya bang.
Sama je kalau non uni.
Gak apa-apa bang.
Gak respect do.
2024 SRG mendunia. Dia kalahin semua. Sekarang masa untuk dia kalah. Dikalahkan. Gak apa-apa. Mungkin tahun depan 2027 atau di M Series SRG akan menjadi pasukan yang lebih baik. Kan? Amin.
Saya Dizerang Bang.
Sedih lah bang. Tak apa. Terpaksa lah bang. Nak buat macam mana bang. Tim yang kita sokong kalau dah kalah macam ini easy win bang.
Amin.
Kan Onic menang ni easy. Tu nak kata apa, macam mana nak backup? Tak boleh backup dah.
And welcome back here. We're once again.
Nanti dia
We
you.
already know that our
So kita terpaksa terima lah kekalahan tu. Orang nak kecam, biarlah dia kecam, tak apa. Nak buat macam mana, kita dah kalah kan. Kita di kelompok yang harus terima kecaman ini. So it's okay.
From Team Onic. Welcome guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Thank you.
Welcome.
The duo K, the double K.
What was that? Unstoppable. You're not stopping anywhere, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the whole team is going without losing anything at all till this point. And you only got one more game to win.
Nanti dia Yulang balik K Onic lawan SRG.
Right, that was a huge, I mean, this is an unstoppable team that we are talking about here. And of course, we got Kyrie and Kelrai right here. I mean, you've been going as a proper duo. You've been setting up, I mean, Kelra's been setting up the kills, getting ready for Kyrie to finish it off. I mean, that was a good move right there. And also, let me talk about the
draft. SRG
Kyrie went with Hirara in the second one. But that was actually already
planned
because you
took
SRG. The first one.
Congrats on it.
Yeah,
NTSRG.
I didn't do anything with the drafts. It was all our coach, and Yeah, we're just there to play. Me and Kara are just there to play and do our best.
Great job, both of them.
Shout out to Onyx coach. Because of you, your players got into the grand finals. Congratulations once again. You guys were the return champions, and you guys are here to defend your title. Now I have a question to you, both of you guys. And I mean, Kyrie already said that he wants to see Aurora. What about you, Kelra?
Aurora, I want to see Aurora in grand finals.
You like to see Aurora as well? I have a random question. How to beat you guys?
You can ask Team Spirit.
Yeah.
You can ask Team Spirit? I mean, they're all gone.
Oh, yeah.
But nonetheless, great job once again. Kara, is it your first time in Kazakhstan?
First time in Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
Yeah, first time. How do you like it? How is the country for you?
I like the weather and food
Next
here
Sekis
in
Balik.
Kazakhstan. I really like it.
You really like it? That's awesome to hear. Awesome to hear. I mean, you guys showed your unstoppable play all around the world and coming back through, right? Who does the short calling during the game?
Narcotic comeback.
Shot caller.
Our shot caller is Sans and Keyboy.
Okay.
Sans and Keyboy? Nice, nice.
Shout out to Sans and Keyboy.
Shout out to Sans and Keyboy.
Of course, I mean it's a team match. I mean it's a team play at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, great performance.
Tak dapat ilham tak namakan apa malam ni. Tak dapat lagi guys.
Check with them. I mean we got the possible champions. I mean you only got one more game to win, and you're up there with the trophy. But yeah, good luck for the next one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Sekejap aku tanya bini aku kat mana.
After we win.
Yes,
of
we're
course.
looking forward for that.
Any last words before you guys go to any Filipino
Friends
fans
Pantena,
out there?
Edway.
Any SA fans out there?
Thank you for our fans here in Kazakhstan and thank you for supporting us. Keep supporting us tomorrow.
Sounds good. That was Killer and Kyrie from
Kata
Team
nak hantar ni
Onic.
balik.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much and good luck tomorrow once again. Take care. Thank you very much for your time.
Hantar kat mana?
That was
Dalam.
Killer and Kyrie. Yeah, nonetheless, we got our first finalist here at the Jack Peugeot Arena. Now we know who is going to play tomorrow for our grand trophy of 315,000 USD for the first place.
That's a big money, and I would say Onic is this close to getting there and grabbing it. And in the meantime, we have the highlights up on the screen. We are seeing almost like 7 minutes. That was a very tight fight between both. I think for this one also, I mean, SRG went really hard initially. I mean, the first couple of minutes, and then Onic actually took hold of the game around this time, as we are seeing on the screen, around 7 minutes, and then Onic was on a roll going forward. I mean, I really like how Kyrie and Kelra actually played together. Like that was a power duo, I would say. I mean, Kelra was setting up everything for Kyrie to finish off. I mean, Kelra, I believe the last time I checked, Kelra had around 6 or 7 at the minimum for the assist, and Kyrie like huge kill number as well. So I mean we're gonna have the stats up on the screen, but while we watch highlights, I mean you can see around 10 minutes Onic is still going non-stop, right?
Yeah, I mean the fight was non-stop. Selangors were showing the promising results. I mean they were close to show Onic the great game of MLBB, but unfortunately they are not going to be the finalists here. But they're not out. You know, they'll be playing. This is the first team who are gonna play tomorrow for the 3rd place.
Takpe kita kala bab main game tapi bab kawangan kami tadap menang.
Yeah, now we see Onic and Selangor. Like I said, Selangor, in my opinion, is the closest team to beat Onic. And to be fair with you, if Selangor is now out, I honestly think Onic has got it, to be honest. And we'll see how Aurora is going to play against the Bigatron by Vitality, but nonetheless, Onic is now hard favorite to get the trophy.
Indeed. I mean, Kyrie was on a non-stop roll, just as the team itself, Onic. I mean, they've been on a roll so far. I mean, as you can see, around 17-minute mark, they had almost double the kills compared to Selangor Red Giants, and that was a pure chaos right there, as you can see it on the map. And I mean, big shout out. And also, it's interesting to see that Lutfi actually stayed with Uranus for this game as well. There was Hassan, he didn't make any changes for this one, while Kyrie actually took Yunis hero Hirata for this one. But I mean, at the end of the day, Onic won, and they are still unbeatable or unbeaten now. We still don't know because there's still one more game to go.
It's not even unbeatable. They can't lose a single map, man.
Yeah.
And we see Kyrie with 15 kills, man. 15-0-4 at this game of MLBB. 15 kills at the. You're getting 15 kills on a game for the grand finals for $1 million. I mean, with this performance, I mean, you're more happy to do just enjoy. I mean, what can you do?
Of course, and Kelra, he did set up 10 assists for the team. I mean, that's commendable. Half of the kills, let's say. I mean, he had the assists for that. Great play by all of them, and also they've been shouting out for their teammates as well. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a team play, and the whole team played really well to get to that end of that game. But let's not forget, SRG really did put up a fight. They did their best to get out there and then somehow get to the end. But I mean, at the end of the day, as Steelborg always says, I mean, there can only be one winner, right?
There can be one winner, and honestly, losing actually was also beneficial because you're losing and getting experience and getting to know where it needs to be work and to be unbeatable, just like the team Onic. I mean, if you want to be a great team like that, you need to first meet up with a couple of losses in order to be a champion. And the champion is our Freedom Bank for sponsoring this general tournament, and we appreciate them so much. Because of them, this whole MLBB wasn't possible, and thank you very much, Freedom, once again for making this possible. Moving forward, I mean, did you see this guy, Kyrie? He has 15 kills, 0 deaths, and 4 assists out of 20 kills. I mean, he's at 95% of kill participation. He missed only one single kill that he wasn't even assisting or getting a kill for. I mean, what an absolute Chad here, Kyrie. Also, in real life, he's a very calm and humble guy. An awesome performance here on the Kyrie and the whole.
All right, I am back.
Moving forward, congratulations to them for making the grand finals. They're champions for the reason, and we'll see how they can defend their title here in beautiful country and the beautiful city of Astana, and we'll get to know that.
That's true. I mean, up next we got the Aurora versus Bigatron coming up next. That's the only thing that's left for today to see how that goes. As you can see, the picture is on the screen right now. We have the results for the first semifinals done now. We have Onic scored again.
Saya saja kebanyakan hero setup bukan ke damage besar, itu pendapat saya lah.
We're going to be heading next to Aurora versus Bigatron. And of course, after that, we are heading to the finals tomorrow, the grand finals everybody's been waiting for. And also, we can see the fan base right here on the in the arena. I mean, today's been really alive, right? I mean, it's been chaotic on the play field. At the same time, it was very energetic and very high energy right here vibes in the arena.
Pergi klinik, kalau tak ada apa-apa, kejap lagi saya datang sambung untuk PTR dengan Aurora.
People here are just happy to see everything, and also shout out to Casting for sponsoring physical digital fighting.
Jump Nanti ABG Lord.
It's in a different arena as well. Take a look. Thank you very much, Casting, for making this possible and sponsoring this event and making this tournament possible as well. And
kalau kejap lagi saya datang stream balik. Bye bye semua.
We have